Space.
Space.
Just looked in here.
One person got it. Emily got it. We were doing song lyrics to songs whose names I can't even remember. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Ready?
Lovely.
Yeah?
Shitting one's pants.
Ah! Why is that, Emily?
Tell us.
Diarrhea.
What's going on?
What's happening there? Yeah. You guys are going to be starting something combat, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go!
To everybody out there, welcome back to Dragonborn Industries. We're on episode 5, guys.
Wow.
Of Starfinder, which is really, for me, I always think that like milestones like 5, 10 and stuff like that is always a big one.
Do we get a badge?
We're in it.
No.
We survived to episode 5! Way! To be brutally murdered by a brain spider.
So, I will tell you guys now, before we even get into any announcements or anything like that, I will be playing the Brain Collector as the Brain Collector would be.
Yeah.
Jack knows when I say this,
Yeah.
it means I will not be pulling any punches.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So just be aware that I will be playing this as it is meant to
He's
be.
got 8 chances.
Well, we'll see. But
Oh God.
we're back. This is the last episode before we go on a Christmas break, and then we'll decide when we're back for New Year, because we haven't set a date, but it'll be like the second week or something like that, I'm sure. But until then, I'm going to hand it over to Steph
Hi.
with our first announcement of the day.
So I think today I'm going to channel Dynatech for this one. Because we all know that Dynatech is future perfect. And at Dynatech, we care. Whether it be healthcare to drift travel, Dynatech is committed to giving you, the consumer, the very, very best. However, in order to be future perfect, we have to know when there are those who can do better. And when it comes to 3D printing, Warrior Prints 3D is the very best. From cosplay to 3D tabletop terrain to miniatures, anything you could need printing, Warrior Prints 3D has it covered. You can find them on Instagram at Warrior Prints 3D and on their Etsy, warriorprints3d.etsy.com. You can use the permanent code to the stars for 10% off on your order. That's to the stars, all one word, for 10% off. And remember, Dynatech cares.
Woo!
Wonderful.
I like it a lot. I like that you put in-world things in there.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. It makes his company more mine. And as we all know, this is all about me. So as he flaps his cat cape around. No, thank you so much, Steph, and thank you to Warrior Prince 3D, supporter of the show, and all round, dude's just awesome. They do awesome 3D print miniatures, and they did our minis, so the character minis for the campaign. Unfortunately, we are down James again tonight. So, not feeling so well. Everybody, go give him the best, and we will maybe see him in the new year at some time. But apart from that, unless anybody else has got any more announcements or anything,
No.
no.
Let's go.
Anyone want to get anything off their chest before I brutally murder you?
I'm worried.
It's fine. I'm going to be
goodbye to all
fine.
the
I'm going to be
characters.
fine.
You're gonna be fine, and we're not.
No.
All our characters will be new for the new year.
Yeah.
This is where they die.
Oh no, if it's a TPK, it's over.
Yeah.
That's it. Campaign 1 done.
Next campaign
Campaign
is
2.
new Starfinders to go find these ones.
Just never ending perpetual
cycle.
Ouroboros of
Just go through every character's curling stone on the way.
God, why are there so many dead bodies in this one area? All these curling stones.
But if that's everything we've got, I guess let's go into tonight's episode of Starfinder.
It's only needs the brain.
The party arrived in the DAC-G system and began mapping the area, and in doing so found the old battlegrounds where the fleet commanded by General Kassar, our very own Vorog's grandfather, made their final stand against the Swarm here 25 years ago. In this battle, the Swarm almost destroyed the entire fleet and took the system, would have took the system if not for the brave sacrifice from the best forces, destroying their own capital ships in a trap set to destroy the majority of the Bio fleet. The remnant ground troops, led by General Kassar, made for Avel, where they defeated the last of the Swarm in a death or glory mission. This is where Vorag tells the party his family's honour and name comes from. The crew of the SS Joan land on the planet after scanning the system and find the ship they are seeking, the Zephyr Horizon, as well as a few sporadic life signs and traces of magic that lead them to believe that the missing Starfinders and Dynatech cartographer must be here. Skelken lands the Joan around an abandoned operating base, and the party begin to make their way through the abandoned base towards the newly found ship when they are attacked by a disconnected Swarm Korovox left over from the Swarm invasion here 25 years ago. The party manages to take down this bug-like beast and then begin to explore the exterior of the powered-down ship, finding a few more bug-like bodies that have recently been killed. Kaz, the party's nanosite and engineer of the SS Joan, manages to get into the ship's systems remotely and access the ship's AI, Steve. They turn on communications they turn on the systems, and communications are able to be made between the party and it. The ship can't locate the one life sign inside itself, but can alert the party to the crew on board's demise and the missing crew members, Derisde Absoli, Adric Ironfist, and Cassie Cato, as well as a remote AI, Lamp. The party decide to open the ship, and in doing so, a large bulbous spider with big pustules all over its back scuttles out, and that is where we are beginning today. Can you roll initiative for me, please?
Initiative to make friends?
You can certainly try.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
Yes.
Bet you wish you'd brought Dave with you now.
Dave!
Eat the nasty spider.
So, I'm just going to start over here.
9.
Oh, lovely!
Oh.
Oh, that's my favourite.
What's your dex modifier, please?
Are his brains going separately? Are his brains
Oh.
Plus 2.
Can you roll a d20 for me, please?
17.
Can you roll that again, please?
Really? 6.
That's on the floor, so I'll get a different one. Holy shit, I didn't think we get to rollies. Cool!
Rolling.
You'll be going on initiative count 8.
8. Okay.
Right, and none of us have said
So something else is going before me. Probably another brain.
13.
Not 17.
13. For TJ. Squeaks.
Squeak or
15.
15 for Kaz of Clan Umbra. Skelken. 17.
Are you sure?
I had to do some maths. so
Maths!
I'm slightly sure that 14 plus 3.
It's 17.
That's
17.
correct, yeah.
Yep.
So, at the top of the round,
For...
let me set a bit of a scene for you. This creature, you've just opened the back cargo bay door of the Zephyr Horizon, this ship that you specifically have come looking for, Skelken. Kaz, and Steve the AI brings down this cargo bay door, and as the lights ting, 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 ting throughout this cargo bay, an engine room hybrid, you see this form. And you see its legs. They're almost like crab's legs, but with this bulbous spider body in the middle. As it just and then comes off the back wall and starts scuttling out towards you. As it does so, you notice that it looks pretty beat up. It's pustules on its backs. You can see one of them has a brain of some kind in it, and with the brain that you found a few minutes ago, you begin to piece together that this thing maybe wants brains. The rest of the pustules either look like they are recently reforming or healing, or have been popped, or have been melted by some kind of acid, and its eyes, which are on its legs and the main underside of its body, all dart around looking in so many different ways. As it scuttles out towards you, its legs then leave the ramp as it begins to fly.
I'm out.
Oh,
Quick.
God.
Flying brain spiders?
No.
Joking.
Oh, I'm gonna have so many nightmares tonight.
So I'm going to move that out to there. So you'll all put around there. It's going to come out to about here, which I measured earlier today.
And you
so I
put
had
it
time.
under the
Yeah,
cup, get a piece of
exactly.
paper.
And just-
And it's odd to see something that looks like it's designed to crawl up walls or as being a web of some kind just takes off and perfectly like hovers in the air and turns around like this, like still ichor dripping off it. That's its whole round. That was its surprise round. Skelkin, it is your go at the top of the round.
Does anyone know what this thing is?
You can make a life science check or a mysticism check.
Doesn't look friendly.
I was going to ask everyone else rather than do anything, because if I do a check, I can't do anything else, right?
No, I'm going to give you the check for free because I don't mind that unless you're like, you know, actively searching for taking 20. But in this moment, I don't mind giving people a check. I'll just adjust the DC.
Life science or... Okay, never mind, it's a 1.
First, no one.
Hey!
And it's
It's Emily, obviously.
So I will ask the group if anyone knows what it is or how to kill it. But meanwhile,
404.
I don't think Hazard, no.
I mean, you can still make the check.
I'll
Can we,
make
can we make a
Can we
check?
all make-
Yeah, you can all make a check.
Oh.
I will be setting the DCs differently. You two will have a lower DC than you
Life
sheltered
science.
little
Yeah,
creatures.
I've got a 15.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for you, Calyx, I think that you don't necessarily know what this is, but you get a feeling that you're not used to. There is something wrong, and it just feels like the very fibers of your being are reacting to this creature. Like, it's hard to describe. It shouldn't be here. For you, the 19, in the Pact Worlds, there is a planet called Acturn, however you want to say that. That is the furthest planet away from the sun. This planet is been in a sort of state of civil war for some time with itself, where followers of the old Forsaken Gods and followers of the Dominion of Black, these two kind of, not necessarily cults, but
Sects?
cultures are almost constantly at each other. The old gods, the Forsaken ones, are deities of usual chaos and devouring and are not necessarily seen as lawfully good gods or deities. The Dominion of Black, it's very similar, but it's like the kind of rivalry to that. They are supposedly ruled by 5 beings that are of demigod level that seek to destroy, devour, and its names like the Old Whispered One and the 5 Heads and stuff like that. Both very bad. But with this Dominion of Black, they came from outside of the galaxy. And it's said that things like the CHUUL, or brain collectors, were one of the things that came with them.
Oh, they're from the void.
These are smart creatures. They are capable of magic, they can talk, they are sentient.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, your turn, Scott.
Scalpin just was like, hey,
I
what are
assume
these things?
you
And
relay
Kaz
that.
Yeah.
just stands there like,
But for Calyx, you are like, there is something that you want to,
yeah.
something from those far reaches of the dark beyond that you don't like.
It's not the correct web. It's not the
Yeah, exactly that.
It's the dark web.
It's the dark web!
Dark web.
You joke, I actually think it is called something like that.
Oh god, it's Silk Road!
But for the Decimar, you would 100% know essentially what an aberration is.
Yeah.
Alright.
Skelkin.
I don't. Has any of this been relayed in the
Yes, I will have relayed it. Probably not like the entire bit because we wouldn't have time to do
Aberration,
that.
but,
But I would have said like brain collector magic, not good.
Aberration? Anyone say
You
that?
have specifically.
Basically, yes.
If you specifically say magic, then that's good.
Yeah,
Which you have.
yeah.
But me, Emily doesn't know how to best go about this, so I need
What
to
would
know if
Skelton
anyone said aberration and I can look inside myself.
Well, I mean, you just said it, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Yes, Kaz says it.
I must have some sort of index on what's best to hit them with.
Because yours is in xeno-archaeology, isn't it? Yeah, it's a case of...
Pick something
Pretty
and
damn
poke it
piece,
here.
but-
yeah, because I think that life science check that you did being a nat 1.
Yeah, I guess that I would be tripping over my own shoelaces even though I have Velcro.
Cannon.
Space Velcro.
I think I will try my lovely new laser pistol.
Yeah?
Trick attack.
Okay, cool. So, what would you like the trick attack to be? Do you want to use it stealth or sleight of hand or...
I mean, there's kind of no point stealthing at this point.
You still get to try it, though.
They're
That's
both
the thing.
the same.
Yeah, cool. So your choice. So you roll a d20. You add your whichever modifier it is that you're using.
Seventeen.
17.
Wait, do I need to plus something for the actual weapon here?
Not yet, because you're going to do the weapon hit separately. This is just to see if you get the trick attack.
Oh, okay.
So 17 is not going to make it, I'm afraid. However, you can still make your attack as normal.
To cast down and determines the
What's the
options.
fucking point?
You have any
Oh, no.
effort you must dampen.
Add it up.
Plus cast down full.
7
So I have to beat myself.
is
Okay.
not going to hit.
Yeah. No shit. Right, new dice.
We're already there. Would you like to move or do anything?
Can I? Overthinky thinky happen.
That's fine. You overthinky all you want. I know what I'm going to do.
I need to ask questions.
That's fine.
If I were to go and attempt partial cover by the ramp, as a potential escape route, if I were to get blocked in, could I fit under the ramp?
Yeah, you could easily fit underneath the ship and behind the ramp there.
Yeah, so I think that's not even me.
You are currently over here. You are actually one of the closest people to...
The
Oh,
ramp.
but I don't want to go any further.
Space spider.
See if we can zoom that one in.
But then the weapon range is pretty shit. Oh, not on that.
You got options. Good.
It's hard. I don't want to draw attention to myself so early on.
You've
Right,
already shot
also-
it.
Oh, that's the point.
Yeah.
Fuck it, no.
Makes the shot, but it just... something forces it off target. You're up.
Will it cost me an action or anything to talk to Steve?
Because at the moment you have to communicate and you're not, plugged in or part of that crew.
Okay.
Yes, I would say so, because you're interacting with your compad.
Okay. When I was on it before,
Yeah.
and I was looking at systems, were the weapons online?
They are powered down, but they are working, essentially.
I think I'm not going to talk to Steve. I'm just going to try and activate them and try and, if I can, remote use them.
Okay.
Or they might be manned gun turrets. I'm not sure,
I
but
will quickly double check,
Okay.
because I've got the sheet here, but it's a good idea.
I mean, look at all those gun turrets. That are just there.
I need firepower,
Yeah.
and it's floating, so I don't like float things.
No.
You can certainly begin to put power in. You do need to. Well, no, you've accessed the power core. You did that in the last one. So actually, yeah, you can put power in, but they are manned turrets.
Okay.
You would need auto turrets to be able to
Okay.
access them separately.
Anyone here good at shooting the gun turrets?
No, but we know someone who can tell.
I mean, that was the one I was thinking.
I can get them powered up if you're going to do it.
I can give it a go.
Okay, I'm powering up the
believe in you.
weapons.
Not a problem. Steve gives you access.
Cool.
We should have used our telepathic communications, though, because this thing is.
I actually do have telepathic communication.
It might even
Then it
know.
probably has that anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have telepathy.
Alright, well, in return, you hear in your head.
Why is everyone making weird eyebrows at each other?
So,
Yes.
you've activated the guns,
It's like the
Yes,
Cadbury
but what else are you doing?
As a move action, I'm going to use my nanite array
Yep.
to form my sword.
Nice. How's it look when you draw the blade out?
I'm trying to think like I'm trying to think what film it was from, but
Ghost in the Shell.
it kind of like forms from my hand outwards, almost like dominoes, like.
Oh, it's like replicators from
Yeah.
Stargate. And they're like,
Yeah.
ting, 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 ting.
Yeah,
That's fucking
what
awesome.
I'm kind of thinking of.
Yeah.
But obviously he's using my nanite, so it's kind of like you see
Small.
sort of small, like tiny bits of me, like a cloud, kind of end of it, sort of form this thing.
So what if we see, like, if a camera was going down your arm, and then we see them on a microscopic level, or ting, 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 and then, like, as we pan away, and the sword gets, like, brought out, that's when it, like, pans away to it just being, like, the nanite cloud itself.
Yeah,
I think that'd be quite cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So action, move action.
I believe you've got the movement rules down there as well. Just behind TJ Squeakerson's laptop.
Oh right, yes. Can't do that. Don't think there's anything else I can do, so I will sort of stand and be ready.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. TJ Squeakerson.
Hello.
You see Kaz draws the blade. You see him powering up the turrets. Skelkin kind of ducks into the ramp after taking a shot, and something causes it to go wide.
Can I move, like, just... Where are you gone, little light? Can I get onto the ramp about just in the lip?
So actually into it,
Yeah, just like, not like full in, but like sort of like on the ramp.
So if I go like this.
Whee! We know what we mean.
You're at the top of the ramp, yeah?
Yeah. Or at least where I've got like a line of sight without being...
Where's 2J Squeakerson? There he is.
2J!
Because somebody's got two minis. One with glasses on, one with glasses off.
One's vacation mode.
So,
And I would like to try and shoot my laser pistol at the creature.
okay, so you move up, you take your laser pistol out, make the shot.
Ooh, don't fuck me. 16 to hit.
Against.
Which one's energy?
So is it laser pistol azimuth, is it?
Yeah.
Hit.
3 points of fire.
3 points of fire damage.
How many did it?
16.
But I had 17.
No, that 17 was your trick attack.
Balls, then it was 7.
And then it was 7. Don't worry.
Balls.
If it was 1, I would have been more angry.
Yeah.
How many points of damage is that? Sorry?
3.
3 points of fire damage as you... And you watch it kind of glances off part of this, like, really horrible, chitinous, crab-like leg with, like, a pincer at the end of it, but eyeballs down its top section.
That is a delicacy.
And you all... Anything else?
That's all from me.
And you all hear it in your minds.
No.
Oh, here we go.
No.
Fools! Fresh brains!
Of course we talk.
It's going to cast Magic Missile.
Magic missile.
Oh, wait. I want to see if I can do
Classic.
this.
Fantasy
that's
magic.
a cue I'm not fond of.
Hey.
I love how I'm clueless Ian's got.
I can do this as a reaction.
Oh.
Yes.
This dampen spell.
Yes.
Right, read that out first.
Dampen spell. It is 1 reaction.
What's the range you need to be at?
110 feet.
Easily in.
Oh wow, yeah.
So, you siphon magical energy, spell casting. It's quite a long read, so I.
No, read it all out because we want to know. What
You
the
siphon
thing is.
magical energy from the spell, casting dampening spell as a reaction when you observe the triggered spell being cast within range.
Yep.
Yes. This spell has no effect on magical items, but can affect spells that they cast. It's a cast spell. The spell slot you use to cast dampen determines the options which you have to dampen the target spell.
You've only got level 1, so it's only level 1 that you
So,
can use.
yep. To have any effect, you must attempt a dispel check, which is 1d20 plus your caster level, 1,
Yep.
equal to DC equal to 11 plus spellcaster's level.
Okay, I have that ready to go.
Okay,
So roll that d20 now.
Does it matter?
Come
if it's
on.
level 20?
so that's 16.
Passes.
So I get to choose. What is it casting?
It is casting Magic Missile.
Magic missile.
So it's going to be 2 darts of force coming out towards 2 people.
Does that mean that you get to make it 1 dot?
So
She has a choice
I
of things she can
have
do here.
choices. So half the spell's range, an area or multi-target spell excludes 1 target of my choice. Miss target makes the spell go off target if it's like as if it is a thrown weapon, or shorten the spell's duration are my choices. So I think probably exclude is the most logical.
That's the
here.
only one you can use in this situation.
Exactly. So an area. So I don't know where it's going now. So all I'm going to see is that there are 2 energy bolts.
I
will
tell
say,
you now, the 2 closest people are Vorag and Skelken, and it does not need to see them to aim for them. Magic Missile is an automatic hit.
But you have to pick 1 person, and
You
don't-
see it coming.
You don't actually know.
Being a mystic, I would say that you see it coming.
Yeah.
I'm going to let people use their class
Sorry,
abilities.
James. It is because you're more of a tank. I am going to stop this from hitting Skelken.
Okay.
Because Skelken appear more squishy.
Okie dokie.
You're not wrong.
You watch.
I can change it if you want.
That was. I'm not going to say.
You watch as
Thank you. Thank you could be what you say.
it,
I really hope that's like all in character.
you see like the weave of magic forming around it, and it's got no hands to cast, but you hear it almost semantically casting enough that you can then.
Silks.
And how does it look when you dampen spell?
So it will look like just throwing a load of silks out.
Spider-Man!
Yeah.
Batman!
To be legally distinct. Those are silks. And choosing of the 2 like veins of energy, we'll just pull out the energy out through one of the hands.
That's rad.
To pull out like the one of the bolts going towards Skelken.
Yeah. And you watch as like this energy, this force energy of magic that you can almost see begins to like come through the weave, and then almost like fingerless fists coming down towards these 2 individuals, and you manage to pull the weave just enough to like dispel the one going towards Skelken. However, Vorag
Sorry, Vorag.
takes a hit heavily in the back.
Vorag.
It's alright, you guys healed him up in the last one, so let's give him some damage.
These are.
Yeah.
It then. What's its fly speed?
0.
It's pretty big, you know. Ooh, could I have
No.
No!
both range rollers, please?
No. Sorry, they're missing.
It can't move anywhere. Yeah. No.
I don't go.
No,
Actually,
no,
this is good.
No, it's not, because none of our weapons can hit it.
Shit.
Don't think I've got a flight stand big enough.
That's encouraging to hear.
Just hang it from the string.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Back from where you came from!
Its it's now 60 feet up in the air.
60.
Camera.
PT's edit.
I'm so glad I have no weapons and no spells that can reach it.
It's almost like it's a smart creature.
Oh.
And like I said, I will be playing this
Yeah.
as the Brain Collector.
I'm so
However-
glad I sword out.
It's like getting the broom for the spider on the ceiling. Get down here, you.
Have you seen that episode of Breaking Bad where he just spends ages chasing a fly? Calyx, you are up. It has nothing else it can do.
All right. Can I have the?
Yes, sorry. So obviously straight up, it's 60 feet up in the air. You just need to get to the pole, basically.
I think at 40 I can get on top of the
Okay.
gun turret.
Yes.
It has to be. I believe it can't be anywhere I can't see. So I have to probably go on top and try and look for a hatch down.
Yeah, you've been told that there is one
No,
there.
we know
Kaz
there is
told
one.
you last week. Well, 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm just going to make sure that is how this one works. It's under class features, I'm pretty sure.
I wish I had gaseous form.
It's a
Wouldn't
great
that
spell,
be
right?
great?
It's a shame that Magic Missile still works against that.
Once per day's move can teleport.
Force
The
damage.
decimal can't bring
I
other
believe it,
creatures if a solid
still-
body
I'll have to look
occupies
it
the
up.
ability
You can't
fails
be
without
harmed.
expending its daily use. The
You might
ability
be right
otherwise
there.
functions as
It's been a while since we played
dimension
D&D.
door spell.
I really like that jacket, by the way.
Thank you.
I was thinking you looked very stylish.
So I.
Darling.
Oh yeah.
Stop.
So dimension door spell effectively.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know actually if I can teleport into something I can't see.
I will have a quick look at the dimension door.
If it works anything like D&D, then yes.
So in theory, I could teleport directly inside that turret now, instead of faffing around.
You instantly transfer yourself from your current location to any spot within range. You always arrive at exactly the spot desired, whether by
Within
simply
range.
visualizing the area or by stating its destination.
And
That's
precisely
so
when
cool.
he
So
means
good,
to.
isn't it?
It's getting in the
Throwing out the webs, pulling them in, and stating, I want to be inside the gun turret. Really subtle.
I'm assuming you mean of this ship. Of Absalom Station.
I just want to be out of here.
Bye, fuckers!
Bye,
Yeet.
guys.
Straight in the ball.
I'm not going to. I will not actually state out loud where I'm going because
No,
this
you
thing.
don't need
can,
to.
So yeah, I just visualize inside the teleportation and.
I'm going to put you on top of the turret
yeah.
now and just say that
But
you're
just imagine I'm
there.
inside of it.
Oh, actually, you know what I can do? I'm going to take that bit off, because Second Dynasty do that. I'm going to put you just in there like that, because TJ's already inside the,
Yeah, no, that's
What's the
true.
range on those bad boys?
So.
like fucking 30,000 kilometres. It's like, wait, I think it's like 5 hexes or something like that, so that's 3
Hope there's ammo.
kilometres times 5.
Wow, now.
30 kilometres.
So that's
Probably
my
got range.
action. As I think
Got it. If they don't.
I don't know if I can do this as a bonus action just to sort of send a message telepathically to Kaz.
I don't see why
And
not.
just to be like, okay, I'm in. What do I do now? Okay, there's guns. Okay, is it working?
It's all powered up.
Yeah, so you shing inside the turret, and what you see is an activated and powered up turret gun. Now, I don't think it's something you've used before.
This is definitely not something. So Alex was
Which one says shoot?
However, it's pretty obvious. It's like 2 joysticks.
And she I mean, Calyx is talking to me. As
Yeah.
well. Like, I can be like, it'll be look like this. It'll have that button on that side.
okay.
Yeah, and I think that that's exactly the way to go. And you, yeah, and you can start bringing them on
5 rounds later.
the wrong way. Just straight up. Just because, give me a
Oh my god.
computers check.
Yeah, that thing I am famously good with.
Just kill you. Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's not
It's
a
a low DC.
It's not a negative, so.
There we go.
It's a DC of 10.
Can I help?
9.
Oh!
No.
It's not that you don't know how to work this, but it's going to take you a round to work it out. But you are in there.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah. Cool. If there's nothing else from yourself, Vorag, who has re-picked up his rifle from the last session, pretty sure it's going to be within 90 because it's at least, well, I mean, the two things are over there, but it's going to be within 90. Come on, Vorag. He just like, fuck this thing.
Ooh, came out. Exciting.
Quick look at his statty stats.
Daddy stamps.
You'd have thought I'd have got this up beforehand.
Will this be the session, Vorag?
Come on, Morag!
Come on.
I'm not so sure.
It's better than last week where it was just like
Yeah.
3, 4, 3, and the week before where poor James was just like 1, 2. It was like watching your characters die.
Anyway.
She really tried to hold on to that cliff.
And the mirror.
And the mirror!
The mirror.
Hey, that mirror was worth it.
Infinity.
Fallen down a cliff. with a
Why
mirror.
every time I want to use
It's
this
just going,
website,
no.
it decides to go, nah. I think it's a hit.
You think it's a hit?
I think it's a hit.
I think.
Come on.
Do we want
Let's give Vorag at least one.
Here we go.
At least one.
Just give him one.
We're
Then.
all using our mystic powers.
Just give it to him. Just let him have it.
It's Christmas.
Not in space.
It's always Christmas in space.
It is not.
There's an entire Christmas planet.
Oh,
Oh.
how's our internet gone?
Oh no.
Oh no, really?
My wife
I'm
was
still connected.
I'm still connected.
I'm still connected.
Is it just going round and round
Oh,
and round
we
and
need
round and
some
round and round and
space.
round?
Oh.
If people are watching on Twitch, and it's gone. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, kick a YouTuber. Okay, it's Twitch. Okay, that's fine. Mod's calling in. Why is Twitch frozen then?
It's
Are
Christmas.
they
It's
sure that
Christmas.
it's not just because there's nothing happening?
Well, we're going to carry on because we are technically recording at the same time. So,
Yep.
for those who are watching on Kick or YouTube, awesome. We'll keep going. Anybody who's watching back, sorry about that one. He has a +5 to hit. That's a 14 against KAC. Hits.
Hey!
Come on,
It's a Christmas miracle.
Oh, Vorag!
Yes, it's Christmas.
6 points of damage.
Oh, that's good.
And he there's this moment where he brings the rifle up and and it hits. It connects. And this thing wavers in the air. It looks down, it's like, your brain will be devoured whole.
I'll probably be like, woo woo!
Can I have the movement roll, please?
I think you've got him.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Come on, Vorag.
Yeah, boy.
He's going this way. He's just like, I'll distract them.
Okay.
Skelkin, you are by the side of the entrance ramp to the cargo bay, and you watch as this force of energy is coming down to you, and Calyx just puts out the weave and stops it, and then teleports away. But you're up.
I'm really thinking we should get this ship going.
Yeah, we could try it. We've got to get in the ship for that.
Wait, the door's open.
Yeah. Waiting on my own turn.
So I've only got 80-foot range, so I need to be almost precisely under the front.
Well,
Well,
Shoot it in
60 foot
its
up,
bum!
'cause I think that,
Yeah, but you're doing it diagonally.
yeah, but that's what these are for. Because that's the issue we had.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you can shoot it.
Yeah.
Easy. And that's, 65 feet.
Yeah.
You've got 80, that's clearly going to be in.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll do the same laser pistol then.
Yeah, 80 foot.
Why not try and trick attack it?
Go
again?
for it. Yeah, I'd say that you are, stealthed there or sleight of hand. So,
24
makes it.
Hey.
The CR is 21.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
You good?
so you now know from now on that you, as long as you pass a DC 21 check, you get your trick attack.
That's fine, but I haven't hit anything in about 4 games, so.
What? Add it.
13.
Against?
EAC.
Is it a laser
F.
pistol?
Yeah.
Hits.
hey.
Its EAC is 13, its KAC is 14.
Ah!
Ah.
What happens now?
Roll
then?
damage.
Roll damage! It's something you don't get to do very often.
You got this.
I'm so stunned. It's like
So
I don't
you
know
get
what
your
to do
weapons
now.
damage, and you get your D4 added on top for your
Trick attack.
trick attack.
So roll another one.
6.
6 points of burn damage. And this thing calls out in your mind, no, no!
Yes, yes, my pretty.
Okay, so, anything else from Skelkin?
No, but I need to mark off all my charges that
Yeah, hopefully you should be able to just knock them down now on the...
I haven't even figured it out yet on there. I haven't got my ammo on.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll sort it out afterwards then. Kaz, you're up then if there's nothing else from Skelkin.
Oh god. Are you doing anything else? You want to move or anything like that?
Technically, movement's part of the trick attack.
It's
Oh, is it?
working
Okay.
for me, so why? No, I'll leave it.
Alright. Goodness. Okay. What did Kaz want to do? Kaz do.
Twitches.
What would Kaz do? I think.
Sexy like Severus.
Does a bit twitches work.
Can I get those rulers over there, please?
You can indeed.
That's right, Tam. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to just withdraw my sword, just kind of let it dissipate. Seeing that it's now 60 foot in the air.
Chuck it.
I mean, you can keep your sword out, can't you? Because you've also got the...
I can, but if I want to do something else with my hands, then...
Ah. Really? If I want to do something else with my hands, got you.
No.
I just really
He's talking about like
Now
leaving
is
his
the
sword
time.
out, but he could leave his sword out.
We're still making penis jokes, though.
With your sword just flapping in the wind.
Flapping out.
But he wants
Flapping.
to do other things with his hands.
Just flopping around out there.
Very highbrow.
Okay. I think I will also get under the ramp on the other side of West Gate.
Yeah,
So I'm going
absolutely.
to try and get some cover.
Yeah.
such low-hanging fruit.
Hey.
I
We lost Tamsin this week. This is good.
I will,
I
does it take it? What? I'm gonna pull out a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of action does that take?
Do you have a base attack bonus?
Quick.
If you do have a base attack bonus of at least +1,
Yes, I do.
you can make that as part of your movement action, so you can move
Okay.
and be drawing the weapon at the same time.
Cool. In that case, as I make my way to the underside of the ramp, I will pull out that plasma rifle again, and I will take aim and try and.
I love it.
Try
Give
and-
it a go. This is a fucking good weapon.
Yeah. Okay. God damn.
She's gone.
Yeah. No, that's 11 against
EAC.
Yeah.
Goes wide.
Just slightly off.
Yeah, just ever so slightly,
Yeah.
as it just looks down towards you all. And if a thing could look angry, a bug or anything like that, all of its eyes, which were like looking around, are now focused on the back end of this ship.
Saucy.
TJ Squeakerson
Hello.
stood in the sphincter of the Zephyr
Where he
Horizon.
belongs. I want to try something. It's a feat that I have called Veiled Threat.
Okay.
So I want to see if I can pull this off. I'm gonna acknowledging that this thing has maybe many minds. Sir, I believe we might have got off on the wrong feet, as it were. You don't seem to realise that this could really negatively affect your relationship with Dynatech Industries, and may even cause you to become, you know, a little negatively viewed in the public eye. And I'm gonna like tilt the camera up to it, and I want to try and make a veiled threat.
Cool. What do you need to roll? What do I need to roll?
So I need to roll an intimidate skill to try and, as it says, bully a creature.
Yeah, okay. What's it against, though?
It doesn't tell me.
Okay.
Oh,
so-
hang on, no, it does. Oh, I don't know. It just says, when you successfully use the intimidate skill to bully a creature, after the duration of its helpful attitude ends, its attitude towards you becomes indifferent rather than hostile. I'm gonna guess it's against your, like, charisma or something. That's how I would think, but it's a bit vague.
It doesn't say it's really.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna say it's got a really low charisma though. So maybe
2.
we can do that.
this is part of bully, is it?
It's a thing that I have, and I thought I'd try.
Oh, did you say demoralise or bully?
It really doesn't tell me. Yeah.
Because intimidate, you can use intimidate to bully a creature to temporarily change its attitude to helpful. This language is dependent. This seems about right. It's going to be 15 plus 1.5 times the opponent's CR.
Okay.
So, and what's the outcome of this? So, what's going to happen if you succeed?
I just want to kind of throw him off guard a little bit and kind of, again, the way the Vorag's trying to distract over there, I want to just sort of make him go, wait, what?
Okay,
to
if
sort
this succeeds, I'll give it the flat-footed condition, which is a -2 to both ACs.
Wicked. Okay.
Yeah.
We like that.
Okay.
Can we back up and go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What TJ said.
Oh, man's got his dick out,
No
innit?
doubt, no doubt, no doubt. That is going to be a 22.
Fucking passes.
Wow.
Oh.
So the DC I was using that was for the bully one, which is 15 plus 1.5 times the opponent's CR. It's a CR1 creature because of certain things that have happened.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's a DC 16.
Swag. And I'm going to be like,
And I think the thing that you notice is it's like, and then she's Vorag, and it's like, distract. And then you do that, and it's like, what?
and I'm just going to be like, I think as he kind of goes like, what? I'm just going to be like, flash my ID badge. Yes, son. And then I want to scurry inside the ship.
Yeah, no problem. Would you like to get all the way to the back of the Gargoyle Bay?
Yes.
Or where are you trying to get to?
I'm going to try and get up. I want to try and get nearish the gunner towers
Okay, so
to give a little bit of short people support.
inside the
Wait.
ship, I would move the ship, but I kind of need the rest of the battle map. Because I thought the ship being explored would be a completely different thing, and I'd move it to the middle.
At the same time,
You go into this large cargo bay. It's like 20 foot wide, 30 foot long. There is a dead body in the corner of a Yosoki, whose top half of the head is missing. There is blood smeared all over the walls and the floor. There is just gore from this creature's head everywhere, and a small personnel lift has been lowered onto it.
Oh!
So it's like bottom half is kind of trapped underneath.
I think I sick up my golf club and then go, put it back in.
You look up, and there are engineering sort of like balcony, like rails, and then there's like a walkway, and you can see the two engines up and behind you, so they'd be like there. And then from the two engines, there is another set of stairs that go up to a middle turret where you can probably hear the wait of Calyx trying to work out what it is. You don't see the entrance to the other gunner's turret, but you do see that there is. There would be like consoles and doors and stuff up there. There is like vents, hatches in this area as well, like little ladders leading up to like Jeffrey's tubes, kind of like little crawl spaces and stuff.
Like home.
Yeah, that's what you would see.
Cool.
So you would know from the exterior the gunner's turret is probably a bit more forwards, the second one.
Sure.
Anything else from TJ?
That's all me.
Okay.
Did Warren go over there before I said let's go into the ship?
Yes.
Yes. He went there last turn.
Well, I'm considering
I mean, Vorak dealt a lot of damage, but you two are trying to hide from something that's pissed off. And you guys are going in there.
Oh, just to say
He's gonna go
don't
home.
you crack out your fucking missile.
It's not dumb.
It's really
No,
dumb.
but it's also been bullied. What does... Oh, wait, it doesn't...
So this is the other thing, is it's also like got a -2 to its ACs and stuff. Which taking shots is not good for it.
Do you actually, like, know what's happened to you? Like, in those moments, if someone does something to you?
You mean as in like it's been like harassed down?
You don't go, oh, my AC is...
No, but it certainly but it does know that it's like now it's torn between
I need to go
targets.
to a therapist.
So it's got to go back to like its root. What am I actually trying to achieve here? So now it's got to try and work out if it's running, if it's going to try and kill somebody, if it needs to get back inside the ship.
But it obviously wants to be friends with Dynatech.
Obvi.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
Well, the response is more like a, what? Like it doesn't know why you said that.
No, but it's affected it.
Yes, it
Then.
has, because it's stopping it from casting a spell.
Mwahaha!
Oh, where are you going now?
Oh no,
Fuck right off, lad. Oh,
Have you got the range ruler there, please?
can't.
Got both.
Doesn't matter, isn't it? Eating up them footage. The feet. Eating up them feet.
It just lands and then just starts like scuttling towards where you two are.
Alright, that's the missile.
Now you
first
land.
then, Kaz.
Yes, all back out!
And then it's like back up there, you're just gonna keep missing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh no.
And you just hear it in your mind, like, good, yes, them. That's all it's going to do. Calyx, you're up.
Okay. Have I got vaguely a handle of where the computer, how things
So-
work now?
I said it was going to take a round, so I will at least give you another computers check. The DC will still be 10.
Come on.
Do you have to be around to help computers checks?
You wouldn't be able to aid in combat.
Oh, bitch.
15.
Yes, you are fine. You're like, oh, okay, cool. It's just like VR.
Aye.
But there is no line of sight to this creature.
Yeah. No. Now that it's you turn around, it's like, what the fuck?
It's almost like it knew.
I am going to stay up here.
Oh, Can you give me a perception check as well, please?
Oh, there's something in
Oh, all
the
of
turret,
his
isn't there?
fucking friends.
He's got babies.
Oh no, this is where.
Oh no, he's got babies.
That's where the eggs are.
Blow up his
So plus 8. 14.
As you're looking around, what you notice is there's half a body at the bottom of the turret. Essentially, like there's like a tube that goes down with a ladder in it. You've obviously
13.
teleported inside it, and as you're like looking around trying to get it working, you look down and you just see like a pair of boots and legs, and then there's just blood everywhere. And that's down at like the foot of essentially this ladder.
Ooh.
Like some, and there's claw marks up their thing as well. Almost like something's been pulled out of the turret.
Cool.
Yeah. Can I? I suppose just while I'm here, realise I can't see it. Is gonna just take a moment to detect magic.
Okay. Is that a cast of a spell? Is it for you?
I believe it's at will.
Because Decimar.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. There are some benefits to only moving it 20 foot around.
There's me thinking that Decimar had some sort of special decimate skill.
Oh no.
I am the Decimator!
Yeah, it's an at will.
Awesome.
So just because Kaz has been like, this thing's magic, I just want to sort of slightly sense it, but maybe also if there is anything else like it within the vicinity.
So the first thing you pick up is that there is obviously like magitech inside the ship. Like it's we can't think of it as just tech like our tech. There is like arcane stuff
60
to
foot.
ships. So you would see like power lines and stuff
Yeah.
coming from the engines and everything like that. But nothing magic items or anything like that in this area that you can see
No,
through the
no other
turret
weird
or
magical
out of the
creature,
windows.
spider crabs.
Nope. Anything else?
Pretty much hold action to shoot if comes into range.
Well, it should be an action to still use detect magic even though it's
Yeah,
not will.
no, that is
Yeah.
true.
So-
No, just sit here and be ready.
Okay. Vorag. Where do you think you're going?
Oh,
No, actually, he wouldn't. Because he's got his hunting rifle out.
that's probably for the first.
Shoot one of those many brains.
Does somebody else want to roll it? Or?
No, you do
No,
it.
you go. Fucking awful again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 5 plus.
What?
Just double check. Because I think he only just got it last time with a 9, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, +5 was it?
Yeah.
So it's 10.
Oh my god.
But it was -2 from.
Yeah, it's got -2
Minus
KAC and AAC.
So, you said it was 13 or something, didn't you?
KAC is normally 14, minus 2.
So it's
A 12.
Vorakassar has a +5 to his attack with Shooty McShooterson, which is the name of his gun.
nice.
Great
Of course
name.
it is.
Five,
Should we name
10.
this Shippy McShipperson?
Yeah. Chippy McShickface.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But it just like glances off part of the carapace. It's not like it misses it. Just literally like, and the thing's just not focused on Vorag. He will then go up into melee with it after he takes the shot. That's all he can do at the top
Brave.
of the round. Skelkin Shaw. This thing is all eyes are focused on you two.
Well, let's take out some of them fucking eyes and get fed up of them. I'm gonna have to keep using this one because it's the range that's getting me down.
Well, remember, you can't shoot past your range. You just get a -2 for every range
I
incoming.
don't need that in my life. I'm gonna,
Remember, you get double shots and stuff like that if you don't do trick attack.
I get double shots.
But it's at -4 penalties, remember. So,
if you do a full.
Yeah, I don't need any penalties. I need bonuses. So
Sure.
I'm gonna try and trick attack.
yeah, go. Try and make the trick attack.
It's 20.
Just fails. But you can still make the shot.
19.
Hits. Roll some damage.
I've got negative energy going.
Yeah.
already.
You're putting yourself down.
Oh.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah, blasted
Hey,
fucking thing.
everything's Tesco, baby. Everything's Tesco.
Everything's Tesco.
Are you staying where you are? Oh, yeah, you tried to trick attack, so you still have to move as part of the. Yeah.
Can I at least try to use partial cover?
I mean, from where you are, potentially not. I mean, you could probably try and.
Duck my ass under that fucking thing.
Yeah.
I bet those missiles can't go through things.
You can try and crawl under it. It'll say that you can drop prone and try and scoot under it. Calyx.
I will not be prone.
Hello.
Stay.
Sorry, it's not Calyx.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's Kaz.
Yeah, god damn it.
Yeah. What you gonna do, buddy?
What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do with
So-
that joke?
Is it looking like Vorag's gone up in melee? That,
Yes.
But the brain collector is still focused and looking
On
like
you
it's coming
two.
to us.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think maybe possibly do that. I think I'm going to form my cloud.
Yeah.
Whoop
Yeah.
it, say yes.
1 plus constitution, 5 square of stuff. So I'm going to put it like kind of at a line in front of the ramp
Yep.
where it ends. Oh Christ! And then
And
use the
take off.
entire ship.
Kaz just like whacks the entire
You
ship.
fucking want some, mate? Knock a ship out, innit? Get wrecked.
You come around these parts.
Kaz is now cool enough to say get wrecked.
Yeah.
You just punched the ship.
Gets his sword out. Get wrecked.
Ship puncher!
That's what I said.
Ship puncher!
That's Russia!
Okay.
What do you? Is it the same one you're healing array? Is it?
It's just the cloud,
Okay.
and then I can heal using the cloud, but the cloud does provide the slight mischance
It's a ranged
possibility.
attacks.
Yes. It doesn't say specifically ranged.
I think that's what concealment does.
Oh, okay.
Concealment is its
That's
own
okay.
rule.
Could be
But
right,
I
yeah.
argued it last week.
Yeah.
I knew that I read it somewhere.
Right. I
double check
will-
those rules.
Fire my pistol. Well, actually, no, I've still got the rifle.
Creature's
out.
range attack.
Range
concealment.
attack, okay. I've still got the rifle out, so I'll actually just use that instead.
Yeah, go for it. Gee, that came up from down below. That
You can see
properly.
the fear in your eyes there.
Wait, what was that?
I mean, Jack's heard mine at full power, and I'm yet to do one of those yet. So,
I just want to check,
Yeah, yeah,
is
more people.
Vorag directly behind the Brain Collector from me?
ooh.
Because if he is, it's a problem.
I mean, it helps that he punched the ship. Yes, it actually. I mean,
Kind of like, yeah, it's just off-ish, innit?
I did have at one point a literal laser line for this fucking exact thing. As I got like a specific pen that like does that. Because he is slightly off there. If we were on grids, that would be.
Yeah. So it's up to you, you're GMing.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Hang on,
'cause,
we can actually do it here.
Out my eye!
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
give it to
we
you.
did. Okay, cool.
I really nearly screwed you over there.
Yeah, nearly.
Nearly.
What, by blinding you? Or doing it badly?
No, just by getting him in line. He doesn't want to be in line.
No, I know, but
I will
tried.
fire my player's plasma rifle. I didn't want him to be in line because it can go through.
As it says that in the things,
It's,
doesn't
it's
it?
a
Yeah.
line thing. So,
It's only if you do really well, and let's be honest, we're not doing that.
You guys are doing all right.
Not well.
These guys are doing all right.
okay. There's a 16 against EAC.
Hits, especially with that -2 at the moment.
So that's a D10. It's a 6 E and F.
Ooh.
Electric and fire.
It looks bad.
One thing I forgot when I last fired this, that thingamajiggy,
Is it supposed to
it has a
explode?
burn condition now.
Ooh.
Is that only on a crit though?
It doesn't say that on the weapon.
Where is that bit on the actual thing?
Oh no, sorry, yeah, that's a critical effect, isn't
Yeah,
it?
because it's same as like the asthma place
Ignore
pistol.
the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
It does not have the burning condition, and it's just hurt. Thank you.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
It looks bad, guys.
Cool.
It looks
That's
really,
what I like to
really
hear.
bad. TJ Squeakerson, you run up and you are in the back of this cargo bay where this half of Yosoki has been crushed by an elevator. The top half of its head is gone. There is no brain. It is just a
Gross.
flap of skin where the skull is now empty.
Ooh.
You could press the button and call the lift. Oh, no, the lift's already down. You could get on the lift and press the button and go up. You could try and climb up. You can run back to the ramp. You can do whatever you want to do.
Is there visibility through the cloud, or is the cloud obscuring my view outside?
I would say it's obscuring view. I'd say you can make the shot, but they're going to get the concealment.
I was more thinking like if I can see the enemy, just in general. But it's
Give me a perception check.
okay. Plus 24.
Fucking hell! Yeah, you can see it.
Cool.
Fucking hell, mate!
Fucking hell, Harry.
Let's go, Larry. I'm gonna call out to all of my new friends, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, what does a spider use to listen to music? Spotify!" And that's gonna be my version of Ghetto.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Morale boost.
I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, morale.
We're gonna close the street. Yeah.
I'll see myself
you
off.
Starfighter
all get the
ever.
+1 for 1 round from Get 'em.
+1, nice.
That was awful.
Thank you.
That hurt my feelings.
Listen, where that came
That
from.
was genuinely painful. In a good way.
Actually fast, considering I wouldn't have been able to come up with that until next year.
Do they listen to McFly?
Hey!
Guys, I'm not a spider! Anything else from yourself, TJ?
I think that's all I can. I mean, I could try and get a shot off. It probably won't work.
Give it a go.
I'll give it a go.
You never know, this could be the nat 20.
This could be.
It's not.
It will no longer
10.
Yeah, it will no longer be flat-footed as well because we're now
Yeah.
at the start of your round.
Yeah. But it is indifferent towards me now, so
It doesn't know what to do with
it
you.
doesn't give a shit. What are you?
See, you put up the cloud now though, so that's an issue.
Yes.
Skelkin's trying to crawl under.
It's gonna.
No, I said I wasn't going prone.
Oh, you're not?
No, I did say that. I was like, I'm not going prone.
Oh,
I need
sorry.
to be
I did not hear you.
Where's it gonna
ready for
go?
action.
Oh no.
Before I get to the attack of opportunity.
Oh no.
Get him with a +1.
I see double digits.
It hits. He has to do 4 points of damage here.
Go on. Go on,
One
son.
Sam.
2.
Oh.
That's no good.
But it gets to you,
Oh god.
and
Stop.
Stop.
I'm just going to hear you on the other side of the ramp going, she's dead.
Dead.
She's
Dead.
already dead.
guys, leave her. She's gone. She's gone.
Guys, no, seriously.
Get in the ship and go.
Don't worry, I can fly.
Drive.
That comes down. It's this large pencil with an eye on it. It's low. It's only a 6 to hit.
Jesus. No.
I don't know.
There's no way that hits you.
I don't know.
KAC.
I don't know. Cack.
Cack. Cack.
And while I know that doesn't hit you, I'm going to make the bite attack.
Oh,
And it's as it's this close,
What are you doing?
and it's like, feed, give me the brain. You see this like circular mouth, like a kind of
Like a lamprey.
like a lamprey mouth that you can
Going on here.
see clearly latches around people's heads.
I can
Breakfast.
see clearly now my brain has gone.
That's a 19 against Cack.
Well, of course. I'd like to not be fucking eaten again, but that would be.
It's just gonna chew on
Okay.
your brain.
Well, thankfully, it will starve very shortly.
That's 20 points of piercing damage.
I
Holy.
don't understand.
You take
Just a lot.
20 points of piercing damage from the bite.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't understand. Of what?
Stamina and so you take off stamina
SP
first, and then
points
you take
first.
off
I don't
healing.
know what I should be doing.
So if you want to,
I'm really glad that's not me because that would kill me
I will
instantly.
be so dead.
Yeah.
essentially they're both hit points. You take off SP first, then HP.
The only
So
reason
I'm
I
dead.
survive is because I've got
You
some
want 0,
temporary
yeah?
points
Yeah.
because of
Oh, yeah.
You
Tanana.
were unconscious.
How many you got
wasn't it?
total?
Okay,
Uh,
so you are unconscious.
But there is a thing. I did a thing so this wouldn't happen to me right off. Or was that when I thought
Wait.
I had 2 feet and then didn't take?
Not sure. For now, you watch this thing just bite into Skelkin's armour, and Skelkin goes down.
straw.
I'm going to tell you now, you're very lucky it didn't get
Crazy
the first
straw.
attack.
I wouldn't say I'm lucky.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. I'll tell you what it does at the end of the session, but
I mean, I don't really have much faith.
Right, you're down.
you begin to see it starting to move her body round and position her head
No. No.
in front of its mouth. You see like these
Oh, does that
pincers
make me
like picking it up and like turning this like limp my body around.
Where's the consent? That's what I want to know.
There is
I
none.
don't think he cares much for consent. I don't know why I'm assuming it's gender. I do apologise. It could be all the things.
I think right now you could
In the
give
turret.
him a little bit of misgender.
Would I have heard, like, any of this happen?
Not really. You probably hear on the comms like the shooting and stuff like that, but probably not like of Skelkin going down.
I mean, I was thinking of coming out anyway because I'm really not much use up there anyway, so,
Coming out of my tower and I'm doing just fine.
I really am right now. Touch wood.
You guys are right back there. Yep.
Everyone doing good? I mean, yeah, no, I was going to come out anyway just because, like, it's gone. I can't see it. I'm just like, well, I'm not hit much use here, so can I crawl?
Remember, guys, I gave you permission to nick all my stuff when I die.
Could you also make me a fortitude saving throw, please?
Can I come out of the tower, and come into the hold?
So you'll be able to get to the bottom of the turret with about 10 foot of movement, and then
With your feet in.
another 10 foot will get you to the bottom of the stairs next to an engine. Because you've got 20 feet in total, haven't you?
See, this is the thing, okay? It says at the front of my sheet 20 feet, but in my feet it says 30 feet.
What's the feet that gives you 30 feet?
Being a fucking decimar.
That's usually the adult ones with...
In-star movement. Not an adult. In-star movement. In-stars have a land speed of 30 and a climb speed of 30. But then the front page says 20, so we've got, like, some conflicting stuff going on the page.
So that could be here first. It's not an official tool. Let's grab Alien Archive 2, 3 or 4.
Probably. I do apologise.
No, you're fine, you're fine. This is what...
I would actually like to know how much I can or cannot move.
So would I, because this is going to matter.
Because
a bit.
it very much says on Decimar, in-star movement, land speed 30, but as I say, Hephaestus's front page tells me I've got 20.
14. Decimar. Insta, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if this is a problem.
30 feet.
So I do have 30 feet climb, 30 feet move, so...
Just don't look too hard on anything down here, Calyx.
I mean, if you
no,
got...
I mean, there's stuff up here.
Calyx, with the
as
climb
well.
speed, you could be down in the cargo hold, because you could literally come around the outside and down the wall. So you could quite literally be down here, almost at the top of the ramp.
So yeah, I'd like to get down and just make a perception to see what's going on. Because I don't know what's going on.
I will tell you now.
Breakfast!
This needs to stop happening.
You
What's going
you
on?
can't see it. You can see a cloud of nanites, which you're used to seeing from Kaz, and you probably hear Vorog being like, "Oh, get back here!" You won't hear anything from Skelkin, but you don't necessarily see anything. I'm afraid. I will give you that for free
Okay, cool. So,
because of where it is.
cool. So, I'm just gonna probably just look around, just be like, what do?
So as you came down the turret and to the bottom of the ladder, what you notice was another corpse. Well, you see your first corpse. Quite a slender being, head gone, but also one arm is missing, and they have like holes all over their body.
I'm going to apologise as I move by them.
Yeah.
I'm going to apologise to the one in the turret, and I'm going to apologise to the one in the cargo, and any others I see in the cargo.
Yeah. You see the crusty Soki near TJ Squeakerson, missing again that top half of its head.
Yep, and yeah, all I'm going to be trying to do is trying to figure out what's going on.
Cool.
Just stop saying that.
Vorak. This is really gonna fucking matter now.
Yeah.
Come on, Vorag!
The problem is he would, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, that he would take the shot.
He would take the shot.
I would
Then
take the
Most
shot.
immediate
Why
thing
would he
possible.
not?
He would take the most immediate thing. He
Yeah.
would instantly pick up his rifle and take the shot, right?
Yeah.
Come on,
What would
Vorag.
the other choice be?
Run up and strike. But he's impulsive.
think he'd
But he's
Yeah.
also holding his rifle already.
Exactly.
He's gonna do it.
Come on.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
It's an 8.
So +5.
That doesn't do shit, does
Depends if
it?
it's KAC or EAC.
Oh, unless his...
If it's KAC, it's not a hit.
13 against KAC. It just misses.
Fine.
But he will run.
Do you want my fortitude saving throw now?
Yes, please.
I got 11.
It is
Got
against.
something.
I don't know.
Go quick and then go down.
I believe you get something with your race on this.
16.
Okay, and just double check your race features because you have something here where you get
I imagine it's already added it on.
something to do with maladies or diseases or poisons and venoms.
Yeah, but it's none of it.
It's a venom.
Oh, then yeah, that's what I was on about with my feet.
Oh, cool.
Great fortitude. I'm resistant to diseases, poisons, and other maladies.
Perfect.
But I gain a +2 bonus to fortitude saving throws, but I assumed it already added it on.
Yeah.
Only against those, so it hasn't automatically added it on your sheet. You still have to remember to add that yourself.
So it'd be +7 then.
Because it doesn't know that you're doing that against that, because there are other things you can make those saves against.
Okay, so it's 18.
Just passes.
Oh my.
I'm not going to tell you what that is just yet, but you're alright. You're unconscious, but you're okay.
Oh, thank God I spent 2 hours checking and making sure I was picking the right.
Skelken, at the top of the round. Now, this is something that we've not come across so far. We're used to playing 5e, where you have death saving throws. You don't have those in Starfinder. You have resolve points. You can spend a resolve point, I believe, or it's up to a quarter of your resolve points to stabilize, which means that you are not in the dying condition and somebody just needs to give you hit points back. And then on your next turn, you can then spend another one to go to 1 hit point and rejoin the fight.
I don't understand.
How many resolve points have you got?
Apparently 3.
Okay, so a quarter of those would be 1. So you can spend 1 and you are no longer dying, you are stable.
But that would be useful.
So do that.
Hard.
Click on it.
Just click on it and then knock it down by 1.
But then, am I supposed to get rid of all of the other stuff as well? Because how will I get back up to or know what I was at before?
You won't. Because it's, as in resolve points.
No, as in like if I get rid of the stamina points and the health points.
Oh, you just knock them down. Your character sheet's already, just like D&D Beyond, it's already got them on there. You're just knocking them down to what you're now currently on. So you're now on 0 across the board, and your resolve points are 3, and you knock the resolve points down to 1. Down to 2, sorry.
Well, I just did that. It didn't work.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It doesn't mean you're getting any health back at this point, but you are stable and you are not dying. This is the most important thing.
Oh, I hate this.
So it's going to take a couple more attacks to kill you.
I mean, not if I've got no stuff. Not stuff. No, nothing to protect me.
Well, this is where you got to hope the team comes in clutch, because it's the end of your go. There's nothing else you can do but spend that resolve at this point to stabilise. Kaz, you're up. You, I say, would have a decent line of sight to this.
Yeah.
We've got a first character on 0.
Is anyone surprised it's me?
Genuinely thought it would be Tamsin.
No, I can't watch that twice.
Jeez.
You should join in some of the home games at some point, because
She might not be dead, alright? She just fell down a cliff.
She's not. I'm 100% certain she's not.
She's a fucking void hag in another dimension now or something.
Yeah, but she's got a mirror so she can look at everything.
However, it's Kaz's go. What you doing,
Cheers.
bud?
I think I'm going to go and try and run to Skelken.
Yeah.
Scale kick my
Skelken. I
ass.
think it's just within 30 foot, I'd say.
Yeah, you can get right up to. So you, as you come over the top of this ramp and then like down to the other side, this thing is like lining up, and you see it's like lamprey mouth trying to like start latching onto the top of her head, and it's like got 2 rows of teeth, and it's like looks like it's going to try and saw the top off. It's like
Look up lampreys at home, but keep the Twitch stream open.
they don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Get you.
You look at me.
I will pull out a serum of healing and go, and then
Tight.
give her some health points.
Catch.
Oh,
think it's a better weapon than like lots of small teeth to take the top of someone's head off.
Depends how
You
fast
haven't
they
seen
go.
lampreys
A bone
or
saw,
hagfish.
It's essentially a mouth that is a bowsaw. In a circle. It's designed
Honest-
to.
Honest to God, if you look up
Get
lampreys,
5 health points.
That's pretty tasty.
That's
Kaz
a lot.
hits you with a stim. It's a D8. Starfinder's basic healing serum is a D8.
That's nice.
I have not worked this thing out.
Do mark that one off. But you come to consciousness. This thing is like about to John Kaz is
Glad
like
I'm not the only one who
stabs
had
you with
that.
this thing, and you.
it's going to come round.
So I've moved. What did I do?
Ow!
Oh, okay, right.
Fucking lamprey over here.
Look at my hat.
Oh,
fashionable.
these are nice.
Wobble,
Anything
wobble,
else?
wobble.
I just need, sorry, double check my actions here.
It's like a flappy hat.
I just watched an
Yes, I
episode
can't.
of Buffy last night where this worm thing grew out of the lady's head.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
It was-
I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay, Squeakerson.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're up.
I don't think I know what's going on out there, do I? Because they've all
Nope.
gone around the corner.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, like,
This guy's got a ball for a head.
hilarious. I'm gonna say to Calyx, swapsies, and I'm gonna like climb up the turret.
Okay, so you need to get up to the top because you don't have a climb speed, do you?
No.
So you would have to come up the elevator or try and climb up the side of the cargo bay. You're at the elevator, so that would be essentially 5 foot, and then it would be free movement up to there. Then you'd be able to get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would get you to the stairs.
Yeah.
And then if you were going to try and double move it,
Might as well,
to
in for a
trade,
penny.
trade your second action
Yeah.
to go into the turret, and you climb up there, and just like the one in the Joan, you're like, I remember when I massaged Vorag in one of these.
Good times.
Yeah. Anything else from yourself?
I think that's everything that I can do.
Now,
Where the fuck is everybody?
Yeah, exactly.
now it did not like you taking dinner away from it.
Uh-oh.
Well, it didn't release me, did it?
It was trying to latch onto you, and he came in, and you get the feeling that you need to be immobile for this thing to work. It just
I took the risk.
lashes out. One of these like secondary legs just tries to pincer you in the gut.
And you failed.
Or is it?
4 + 2 for a 6.
Oh.
It's a miss.
I
That
gave
is a
it
miss.
negative energy for you.
So it's then
Here's
going
the
to
second
just.
one.
It turns towards you and tries to bite you.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh,
5
yes.
+ 2 for a 7.
Oh, and he misses again. Oh my god, I got away lightly with that one.
It doesn't like that.
Negativity.
You're just like,
Like a worm.
Just like that success away.
No.
Give me a sense motive check.
Sense that it went for dinner.
I sense that it's a creep.
You can give me a sense motive check as well, Kaz.
Yes.
I mean, its motivation is brain nom.
Oh, well. It likes 11s for some reason today. I'm on 16.
13.
Between you, like look between each other. I know you'd technically be prone, but you guys catch each other's eyes, and you notice like it's starting to lash out in desperation, and like Vorag is like, it's desperate now.
Yes.
Yeah. Calyx, you're up.
Okay, so.
You watch. Oh, actually, as Squeakson goes up the elevator, part of the legs of the Yosoki would be like
Yeah.
sinew, and then
Calyx just like holds back
Love
a
it.
couple. Oh, he is not used to this kind of environment at all. This is
You're right, mate.
quite a lot.
Really?
You'll be home soon.
Yeah, so I think like everyone's just going around the corner. So he's going to like little worm wobble.
I love like your description. of it.
Little worm wobble.
Oh, buddy.
To get himself onto the like if he can see out the ramp. And sort of
Into the cloud.
like
I mean, if I'm right, that's like
Oh, it's like 15 foot.
10 feet.
If that, yeah. As soon as you get to the top of the ramp, you see everything.
oh.
You guys all right? Just gonna close the door for a bit.
Isn't the cloud?
So just like my little worm wobble out to the front,
So cute.
have a look out, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'd like to solar flare.
Yeah. Fucking
so-
yeah. Got light.
Yeah. I literally don't know what this would be against, but
It's just a spell attack, isn't it?
7. So it probably misses.
Cool.
Pretty light.
Yeah. You don't get to add anything to it, do you?
+2, so 7.
Okay, yeah. What's the solar flare look like for Calyx?
Well, in this case, really fucking disappointing.
A little fort that you expected to be bigger.
I think, again, like a lot of his spells, it looks like he puts his hands together and a sort of cat's cradle, but like every spell has its own unique sort of shape and set of how the shapes of this look, and it will be like a little hole in the middle of this one, and a little fireball comes out. But because this is one of the first times he's doing this, it'll be like, huh?
Just like fizzles out like a
Yeah.
cat.
And then sort of like he's not so pleased about that, so it's gonna take 10 feet. And you don't think you've seen a worm reverse before. But you now see this reverse movement backwards into the ship. He's still facing forwards, but it is literally like, bye!
It's like literally somebody doing the worm on a dance floor.
I'm not even going to use a quick action. That's just it.
Hide my shame.
Hide my shame.
Okay.
Look, he's really trying here.
Vorag just
Come on, Vorag.
just bellows and screams and just jumps up. Like the rifle slings down behind his back. Two hands, both claws. You see these like black claws.
I'm gonna rip him to shreds. Rip him a new one. Wait, can I speak yet?
Nod of approval there.
Anus first or face first?
Come on, Vorag.
You watch, he jumps up, the first claw just like digs into like this hard back, and the one brain pustule that's there, he just rips the brain
Nice.
clean out of it.
Sexy.
And this just like fluid, like an amniotic sac, just sprays over you two, like, of like green
lovely.
ichor, and the brain just flops to the sandy floor below as this thing falls in place.
Do we have another coffee mug?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Dead.
You need a bloody big
I
coffee mug.
might
there.
have other things on my mind before that.
Yeah.
I mean, literally on your
did,
mind.
yes.
And we're gonna go to break.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my god.
We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Woo! Woo, 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 wow.
See you guys in a minute. Shimmy. Shimmy.
Wow.
We're back for part 2 of episode 5.
Welcome to Tit-Fight.
Guys who have stayed with...
I was just thinking that to the
To the nips.
We were talking about breasts. I don't think that's breaking. The girls find them hilarious. I was like, you know what? I'm not taking part.
Do you know what? 5 days ago on Twitch, we could have very legitimately done this.
Wait, now I'm lost.
Did you not see that Twitch relaxed its nudity
Yeah.
rules?
Did they?
Yeah.
For 48 hours, they relaxed their nudity rules. And
we're not on that
Twitch
now.
descended into a very different kind of website.
Really?
Yeah,
I,
and
but
they,
I bet the
and
fucking
they
views went right up.
very quickly rescinded that back, and we're like,
No, I think that's testing the waters right there, isn't it?
Seeing, like,
That's definitely.
What happens there?
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You dirty pervs, all going on there looking at that. I was at
You
home.
don't even have to. Its homepage is like hits.
it literally,
I'm like, what the
you
fuck?
didn't
Take
even.
it.
No, it's on the homepage. It's on the I genuinely didn't know. So I will,
Really?
Yeah.
God, it's been big.
No, I've got a
news.
life. I like go down to the house and then I come back up here and then I go down to the house again. You know.
It's got no time for titties.
That is true.
Yeah.
Just get in the way.
I don't have time for tits.
What?
Anyway.
Wait, is the spider gone?
He's
We
dead.
killed
Dead.
it.
Woo!
Were you distracted by something that rhymed with knits?
But
No.
welcome back to part 2 and the chaos that happens here, which is all part of the fun. Podcast listeners, there will be pictures of that particular battle. It's going to be up on our socials and stuff like that. And we're ready to jump into part 2 of episode 5. To set the scene, the dust kicked up by movement, by shots, by things flying, sending off spells, begins to settle. And the quietness of this dead planet begins to become more apparent again. As the engines, well not the engines, as the power core starts beginning to access more systems, you get a little blip from Steve's like, would you like me to power up the ship? Or would you like me to, assist in whatever it is that needs doing so we can find the remainder of the crew? And you guys are left for a moment, Skelkin, you've just come to with a healing serum. And, 2 fights, one after the other that you weren't expecting. And what's essentially your first mission as a crew together.
Yes.
I hand over to you.
I will. The cloud that I still have up,
Yep.
I will move that over towards Skelkin, and I'll use an Nanite Surge to reactive repair. So, Skelkin, you now have fast healing 1, as it's called. So basically, every 6 seconds you get a stamina point. That's essentially what that is.
So if you want to stay in
temporary
there
hit
for the amount that,
points.
if you've got 10 stamina points that you can have them staying there for 10 rounds, basically a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I probably will stay around just for a minute, just so that Skelkin is healed up for a bit.
Borog does the same.
How's everyone doing? Everyone all right?
I'm all right. Are you guys?
I narrowly dodged some attacks there. Nearly was in the position that Skelkin was. Luckily, Skelkin, you're okay, yeah? She's alright. Yeah.
I did try to avoid the spell though. The space isn't quite what I thought it was. I'm not going to lie.
There's a lot of bad things out here. Is this your first time? Like, adventuring out space?
I mean, a little, I suppose. I mean, I know bad things happen on Absalom Station, but I mean,
It's
You
very
have-
different out here.
this never really happened at home either. I don't know. I suppose I would say this is my first time like this. It's not quite like how the stories make it sound.
Grisly reality.
Stories always make it sound really heroic and great, but this is messy.
Sucky.
I agree with that.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Adventuring or?
I do want to keep doing it. I mean, I get to see so many cool things and place, but this is just a little different. Not quite what I was expecting, I don't think. I would like to collect some of it though, because I think Dynatech.
Really?
Well,
Oh,
Where does
Skeleton
Talon's
just need
name
a
come into
brain mulched
well,
and
I
eaten.
think.
You want part of it to take
Well,
home.
no. Dynatech might like it. Dynatech is always trying to look for new and Dynatech is always looking for new ways to innovate. We have got to find the good in all this grim.
For a moment, I thought you were being real. And he will go back in the ship and just start trying to fix sensors.
Cool.
I'm still in the gunny tower.
Yeah.
With no idea that anything's over. So I'm like, oh, right, I'll put that over there. Calyx, it's been quiet there for some time. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, okay, is Skilken's got like a head injury. Vorag looks miserable. Kaz is, well, he's Kaz.
So everyone's the same as usual.
Well, more bloody, but yes.
Alright.
But but the spider thing's gone. I'm going to go and find a canister and try and get some of it for Dynatech.
Good bloody show. I'll wiggle my way down to you. And I'm gonna try and
Yeah.
get
And
in.
would you guys be like in the cargo bay at this point? Like this is where you're taking that like minute to regain stamina points in the cloud and to kind of like regain your bearings. Vorag would like stand by the ramp, and he would every now and again just be like scoping the distance and stuff.
I don't imagine that I've got up yet.
No. I think that like that's very apt. But you've probably been like moved into the cargo bay at least just as a form of protection. But inside this room there is obviously the lights now on, and as like you liaise with Steve via the comm unit, eventually the voice then comes through the speakers. I can speak to you clearly while you're inside, and if you talk I can hear you. And
Wonderful. Good to know.
you begin to like turn on power and stuff like that and check all the systems. The first thing obviously clear to you all is that this room is just filled with ichor and gore of a Yosoki who has been half crushed and had their head bisected so that a brain can be removed. At the bottom of that tower, that turret, when you come down the ladder, there is half a corpse. The head is gone, arms missing, poked full of holes. Humanoid. Give me a medicine check.
I was going to ask if I could do one of those actually, so that's
Anyone notice there's a door over there?
17.
17. This is a Gipli. This is a female frog person. Their head is completely gone. Their arm is gone, but they are pocked full of like holes that you imagine. Actually, now you've seen the brain collector's legs. That was like stabbed into. And there's like you can now see like venom pouring out of it as well as the blood.
Rip.
Kaz, can you ask the ship AI if there's any personal items or cabins of the crew that we're trying to find?
I can hear you.
I was just about to say, Steve. This is Steve. I can hear you.
Sup, Steve?
Hello, I am Steve. I am the ship's
Hey,
sentient technological E-frame and vessel electronics. What was your question, and I'll answer it.
Can I? Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Could it be tea?
Can I? I'm looking for some biological matter of any of the crew that we're still looking for.
Biological matter?
Yes.
I can tell you that
We're standing in it.
No, of the ones that
the
are still
demise is
alive.
correct. There is
Like
minus
Kato,
yourselves.
Miss Kato, who we're looking for.
I do not sense them on board. The only life signs currently are now yourselves, but I can't locate you.
No.
But now that I have access and the audio sensors, I will know that you are in the cargo room.
Okay.
In the engine rooms.
Did Miss Kato have a hairbrush or a toothbrush or something like that?
Potentially. she wasn't part of the regular crew, and I'm not one to keep itinerary of their personal effects.
Where would she have been sleeping?
In the crew quarters.
I'm going to do this myself.
Right.
Even.
I believe Derisday, Lamp, and Kazukato took refuge in the crew quarters towards the front of the ship.
Can I get up and go that way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Groggily.
You should be better now. You've got stamina points in. So.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You're not HP's not full, but
You're on 5. It's better than 0.
Yeah.
Oh,
Way
I'm
better
like
than 0.
hungover. I'm on a mission to find wherever the fuck Derisday was.
You
I'll follow behind.
Yeah, if you
Skelken.
guys start making your way up into the top end of the engine room, this is a decent-sized vessel, Kaz. Something that you're quite used to is a ship of this sort of size, and like having worked, previously
I didn't buy this
on
for
engines like
nothing.
this before. You're like, oh, okay. I know this sort of layout quite well. They're in good order. They're just powered down. There just needs a few things there. There is a mess, though. There is just blood everywhere. Like, all the floors, like, especially in this particular room. And the reason I've left the battle map up is so that people can see what you guys are going to be exploring. Essentially, all the way down these stairs, something has been dragged out of the turret. And then, well, the Gipley basically has been stabbed to death there. There is then Ica that comes to about here and then goes over the side. And then you can see, like, the claw marks going down the wall. And then you see, like, the Yosoki now released from the elevator, but bottom half crushed, top half looking as gory as described earlier. Up at the top here, there is a door central to that particular bulkhead, and it too is smeared with blood. There is like a big bloody handprint on what would be the activation controls and stuff.
I think if anyone was watching Kaz at all, or even notices, Kaz is not phased by anything that's here. Very comfortable with it. He's not like ooh or anything like that. But
These cufflinks are new.
as he goes to like check engines and stuff, he'll just like move a bit of body away with his foot, and it's just normal, everyday stuff kind of thing.
Calix
over a
is
bit of
the
skull.
exact opposite.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold my hand?
I would imagine
Come
though,
on.
like having putting boots in it and rubbing your ass in it is slightly different, isn't it? You're just like scooching through.
My arse is not on the floor, thank you.
Is it not? Have you got little boots?
I have four like feet,
With
and
boots
my
on.
my arse is above the floor, thank you.
I mean, this is a good question, though. Would you have little boots on as part of your armour?
I would actually, yes, I would like little booties.
Because mechanically, I need to know whether you've got the boots for your armour or not.
Yes, can I
Or if
have
you're walking on acid.
can I have little booties,
Absolutely, of
please?
course you can. All armour usually comes with mag boots and environmental stuff.
sorry.
She's got 4 little
When you
booties,
said,
by the
like,
way.
wormy movements, I can't imagine
Okay.
this with legs.
No. So have you
They're like little nubbins.
have you seen a caterpillar move? Its physical body isn't on the floor. It is elevated
just
by
going like-
around 30 feet. Not 30 feet upwards, but 30.
Oh god, it's so high up here! I've not got wings yet!
I'm so unstable.
I just want to be a beautiful butterfly!
Classic.
He's
Absolute classic.
underneath.
That's what Cedric.
One day I will be a
Beautiful
beautiful
butterfly.
and then everything will be better.
He's got his little feet. His little feet do stand him
yeah.
above the ground.
I like to think that
he's
maybe
he's not got good ground clearage.
Ground clearage.
He's got maybe like a foot and a half
I like
of
to
ground
think that
clearance.
Calix has the really nice little like kiddie light up shoes.
Oh, like Lely Kelly. Yeah.
I will say, as an instar, you are effectively dealing with like a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old.
Oh.
He is a little baby.
He's just a little
I didn't sign up for this.
But they are mature enough to
They
be
are, yeah, obviously, yeah, he's mature enough to be employed and
For
hold.
babysitting.
But-
Should we explore the ships?
Yes.
Yes, anyway,
Yeah.
I'd like to get to the crew quarter.
Back to the crew
After we-
quarters.
Discovered that
So-
Calyx is, in fact, got boots on.
That's the twist. That's the whole plot.
End of
Calyx's
campaign.
boots.
Little booties.
Yeah, and I guess if who's making that? You said you were going first, didn't you? Pardon me. The next one that you go into is a galley.
Oh, there's a body.
Another one!
I actually fucked something up
Another
earlier.
body.
That's actually the Gitley.
Oh,
It should be over there, and I fucked it up.
Fuck you.
But there is blood fucking everywhere.
Okay.
It's like something out of a horror scene, and I turn that out in the camera.
We need to get Dave.
Yeah.
Dave would love this.
Should we call Dave over now?
Hey Dave, look at your fallen comrade. Oh, you want Dave to like...
So, do you send Vorag over to go get Dave?
Yes.
Can we call
We
Dave?
could probably go.
You could, but he's a bit like. So you. Do you want to RP this, or are you like?
Yes.
Okay, right, okay.
Yes,
Don't be ridiculous.
You open comms to the Joan.
I'll get out my flip phone. Hey Dave. Dave.
Takes a few seconds, and then you just hear. Yes, I am Dave.
Dave, buddy. You are not gonna believe your little robotic eyes. If you can waggle yourself over to the Zephyr Horizon ASAP, there is a whole bunch of cleaning for you to do over here, buddy boy. We're talking viscera, we're talking bodily fluids.
Leave the Dynatech Industry Shuttle 4825. And then you see a psst of a door opening. If I roll one more inch, I will have rolled further than any Dave has ever rolled.
Permission granted.
Can I give him a getum?
No. But you can do a computers check to see if you can break his programming.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
If you want it,
Okay.
because you would essentially have to hack in to basically be
Yeah.
like, you can leave your room.
10.
I will set the DC at 10.
Oh.
And
Can a Dave deal with acid? I know it's used to like shit, but this is like
It's- you just hear freedom. And then it just like,
I'm never coming back
Across the
again,
pond.
bitches.
Oh
And,
god, Dave is going to become sentient. Like, fully sentient. We're going to have a Dave revolution.
after a while, he doesn't show up.
I love how a computer's checked to get Dave to leave. It was a 10.
We could have just picked
It's
it
a
up.
fucking vacuum cleaner that can talk, and a toilet. Like, it's not that. It's not that well, programmed.
Yeah, but now we don't have a toilet.
But after a while, it doesn't show up, and Vorag's like, "I'll go get him." And he comes back, and like Dave was like
Shit out the
covered
air.
in sand and like couldn't get across the surface.
We need to get him some like tank tires.
Oh my god.
Tank Dave!
All-terrain Dave.
And
4x4 Dave.
Vorag's like
Ollie.
doesn't even kindly or gently put him down, just like drops him onto the ramp.
Be careful of Dave!
And Dave was like, like Wall-E style eyes, and then like you just see them like focus on the Ica. Zzz.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
What is Christmas?
I don't know, I heard it once.
And it just,
Yeah, kill the animals.
you just hear like the wet dry vacuum as it literally starts hoovering up the Ica of the previous
Let the
crew.
Roomba go.
Does it sound like an office when at the end of the day where there's just a cleaners?
Yeah. Every now and again there's like a Hoover sucking up something bigger and more solid than it should suck up.
That's a finger.
Actually, we should probably make an inventory of like who we found. So we found,
Can we find dog tags or
the
anything?
Gipley, we found
You
the
can now look
Yosoki.
for.
Can we look for dog tags
And
before
quickly,
Dave
yeah.
sucks them up?
A humanoid.
That
Okay.
is the Gipley.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So give me investigation checks. It's not going to be too hard to work out because the Yosoki and the Gipley are in the engineering.
Can I do perception for dog tags?
Yes, sorry, yeah.
Shite.
Well, that landed out of the tray.
If it rolls out of the tray, I'm very happy for you to re-roll
Come
it.
on.
But it's
However,
roll.
if you're like, if you're going to do that where you're like, well, if it's a bad roll or a good roll, then maybe it's just whatever it rolls.
It was quite clearly flat.
Yeah.
11 for dog tag, finding.
10.
10.
There is no investigation.
No, it's perception. I keep
Okay.
getting it wrong because I keep
Okay.
thinking of 5e.
15.
15. And what did Skelkin get?
24.
Vorag's just going to keep an eye out. 19, there it is. Cool. So, no dog tags, but these are clearly Starfinders. They wear Starfinder emblems. And you also had the readout of the crew and the manifesto.
Okay.
The Gipley is science officer. Bilip Agrup is a Gipley female.
Do we need to bring back anything of these individuals for their families before Dave eats them?
I think that's up to you.
I would, if their badges are still on their person anyway, I would take them and give them to Vorag because he took the last one, so it obviously means something to him.
Yeah. And he would actually be like, thank you. And he like cleans it and then pockets it. The Yosoki is the ship's engineer Chip. They have what's called a rig. It's like a mechanic's rig. And it's part of like their sort of like toolkits and stuff that they can do to use. So you can add a mechanic's rig to somebody's inventory if they want to take it, and also the badge.
I'll take a mechanic's rig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you want to take a
Does
mechanic's
it
rig,
give it like kind of bonus?
only if you're a mechanic, really.
Anyone else want to take it?
But it's equipment that could be useful in some way, shape, or
I
form.
realise at some point I would like to take a gun.
Currently, no guns on these two.
Because I have no ranged
We still
weapon.
might find
I've
one.
got loads of guns. Do you want one of mine?
Yes, please. Because I keep thinking at every fight, I'm
Just
like,
opens the coat.
I
Yeah.
really need something.
Let me
What
find you a
tickled your
gun.
fancy today?
Anyway,
I
sorry,
have two later.
carrying on.
As you move into the galley, it's a large rec room. So in the back of the Joan, obviously it's been kitted out for people to sleep, eat, and go to the toilet. And this is one living space in a shuttle. This is a bit more advantageous in the sense that there is actually like a kitchen wall unit built into the bulkhead where you can cook, replicate food, well not replicate, but like you can then take base proteins and then create meals out of them a lot easier than you would having rations. There's a fully stocked kitchen. It's you know, they were living on this ship. There are like little knickknacks and pictures of the crew together. There's a work counter. There's vegetables. There's meats. It's a fully stocked kitchen. It's just covered in ichor right now. The other side, there's another one of these like cylindrical couches, like these cylinders,
These are
very
the best.
Millennium Falcon kind of couch style, and that leads to like a big, almost like an oversized screen where they clearly have like kitted out for their own entertainment purposes. But in the middle of the room is another ladder that goes up to the secondary gunner's turret. And then there's a bulkhead on the wall opposite.
Okay. I'll have to continue forward.
You and the door slides open again, and you are faced with a corridor room with bunks lining either side of it. There is a total of 6 bunks, and then there is some lockers, one of which is clearly a gun locker, and the other side is a shower unit and a toilet as well, and then a door fully opposite.
Do they have a Dave? Or a Dave-like?
Dave adjacent.
Lamp.
Steve over the comm unit be like, we did not have a Dave, no. The crew tidied up after themselves.
Oh.
Be a bit hot now, won't it, Steve?
I am their home.
Is this where they're sleeping?
This would be where the crew sleeps.
Can I look for bags or lockers or anything that I think will be Cassie, Kato, or who are you looking for again?
I'm looking for Thursday, so
Yeah.
I'll bitch slap you if you get in my way.
So,
I know, I
perception
can
check from
help.
both of you.
I can help find them.
Perception check from both of you.
Can I look in the gun locker?
Yeah.
22.
It is currently locked. 22.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. You could either try and hack in, or you can do an engineering check to see if you can break it open, or think of another way to get into.
Can I try and jimmy rig it with my golf club?
She's just trying to pry it open. So
Yeah.
we're going to go straight for a strength check here.
I think I'm going to go to the other door, seeing everyone's kind of got this room under control, and look past. Do you need a hand there, TJ? I can help.
Let me try first.
Okay, alright, that's fine.
Can Steve open the gun locker?
I've got an
Probably.
18.
Okay,
That's
so
not bad.
as you manage to pry it in, it starts going. Steve's like, you could just ask. What are you hoping to find here?
Guns.
Yes, this would be where.
That's why I'm looking in the gun locker. Steve.
I mean, this is where Captain Orion would have kept. It does keep weapons. I can just unlock it for you.
Well, I'm most of the way there now, Steve.
And you just hear this and it just flies open. And he's like, Captain Orion, I can see is on the bridge but is deceased, along with pilot Ellie Mayo.
I'm ticked off as well.
And then inside, I will have to work out what weapons they actually have because I didn't work that out before. But yeah, there is a crew's worth, 4 people's worth of weapons in here. We're talking pistols, knives, short swords, all that kind of thing. There would be a couple of grenades.
Into the cheeks they go.
So I will tell you now, there'd be 1 smoke grenade and 2.
Grenade.
There would be 1 smoke grenade, 2 frag grenades.
Are they waterproof?
Oh god, rusting in the cheek pouches.
My cheeks are very dry, thank you.
But I will work out a weapons list for each individual one because I actually didn't go around and give each one equipment because they're fucking dead.
I will, if you find anything longish range,
But
mind.
out of the 5 personnel weapon things, 4 of them are there. 1 is missing, and it says Adric Iron Fist above the empty slots.
Okay. Do we find anything of Kato and Darius Day?
What you see is the bunks immediately to the left are essentially there's writing and stuff all over the other ones, but these ones are relatively clean, and you presume that these would be guest ones or ones that would be for other people that are not got Gipley's bed or stuff like that's carved onto it, or little personal knickknacks. These are more I'm not going to say clinical, but are just cleaner and less
Hot
well.
desk beds.
Yeah, they're less well customized, and between the 2 of you, one is a little messier. The other one is clean, but there is a satchel on the top one, on the top bunk. Purples and greens. Looks like a little book bag. You open it, and there are papers and different, not quite pictures, but sketches of artifacts or little tiny things. You know the handwriting. Darius Day slept in this top bunk. Which leads you to believe that Cassie Cato must have been in the bottom one that's slightly messier. But there's nothing there.
The bunk with Cassie is completely clean and empty.
Nothing there.
In that book, looking at you, I was just going to ask it as you're searching the bag. Is there anything that you think you could get biological matter from? Even a hair or a scale? I don't know who Doris Day is.
Oh, you mean if you're looking for hair and stuff?
I am literally looking for the basic things like hair.
I mean, you would probably
Scales.
find a wayward hair in there. Yeah, I mean, where people see we lose hair all the time. So, I mean, you roll pretty high as well. So,
Hair.
yeah,
Taking.
it'd be it's a really dark, long strand of hair.
I mean, my mission is to find Cassie because she is another fellow Dynatech. But I mean, it could be that they're both together.
I'm assuming that's incredibly likely.
But I can try and track her. Or do you want me to track your Doris Day?
I mean, I don't really know if you'd give me the choice, because obviously given the choice I would choose Darius Day.
is there a chance they're probably together?
We think so, but even if there's a slight chance that they're not, I don't want to find Cassie and not Thursday.
Well, I mean, if you can find something, I can do this like different days, just in case. But like if you can find something biological of Doris. I can't remember.
Darius Day is his first name.
Darius.
Darius Day.
Darius Day.
Darius Day.
That's his first name.
If you can find anything biological of Darius, then take it with us. But I will use this hair from Cato, and I am going to get out from my inventory that I have my bag, not my inventory, a little small gold compass with a little compartment in it, and put the hair in the compass. And this is an absolute compass, which, if you wish me to read it out,
I do. Yes, please.
once per day, as a standard action, you can register the exact molecular makeup of a creature to an absolute compass by opening a compartment in the device and inserting a small sample of the creature, such as hair, scale, or a drop of blood. Once the compass is registered this way, the compass needle points towards the creature regardless of distance. If the registered creature dies or is in a different plane of existence from the compass, the device's needle wobbles indecisively. More sophisticated models can register more than one creature, but I've only got a level 1, so it can only register one creature.
That's a very good fucking item for what you've got going on here.
I did buy it for a reason.
Hey, you had credits to spend, and it fits within your character RP. You fucking go for it.
Let's see. The wielder simply more
Regardless of
sophisticated mobs, regardless of distance. So I can literally
That's
track
mad.
anyone across the entire fucking galaxy as long as they're not dead or in another plane.
And you have a bit of...
And it's a
And I
3D
have a
compass,
bit
because
of
if it's a
them.
2D one,
Yeah,
you've got to like
it
angle
is.
it down.
It is so a little circular thing that's
Insane.
just. And it's level 1, so I can upgrade this to like level 2 or 3.
This is why Felix doesn't have a gun.
This, yeah, I spent my money on other things.
Yeah.
The wielder simply
spellcasters.
needs to think about the creature they want to locate to have the compass switch targets. That's if I bother switching things out. So yes, so I'm going to put the little hair in there, slot the compartment down, and this sort of like circular. I imagine it mechanical, circular, but a floating needle will start spinning around, and if she is alive, / in this plane of existence, it will start pointing towards where Cassie Cato is.
So you put the hair in and close it, and it... And it points in a direction.
Well, she's alive. Like I say, if you want to take a bit of Darius Day with us, I can do this again tomorrow, but for now, we can always track at least Cato, and that might at least tell
Bless
us them together. And, yeah.
Ever do that again?
So, if
I also have another compass. Genuinely.
Have you got 2 of them?
I've got 2 compasses. It's not an absolute compass, it's a starstone compass. so I
Right,
can
okay.
always find the Absalom station, but I'm just giving you false hope. And then I'm like, don't worry, this gets you somewhere different.
if you were to switch the DNA,
I'd have to do this tomorrow.
would you be able to reuse Cassie's hair? Or would it disappear?
A great question that Hephaestus doesn't answer.
I mean, it doesn't say that it consumes the hair.
No, it just says insert small sample of creature, such as hair, scale, and drop, and that's all it states. So I'm assuming maybe it just pops it out again.
I will look deeper into that item for that particular thing,
Yes.
but for now, I will just say, yeah, you could use it again if you...
Fine.
Shall we say we'll follow it as far as Cassie, and then if your person isn't with Cassie, then we can switch it out and find your one. How about that?
I'm hoping they didn't get very far without their ship. That sounds good to me. I'll have a little root around on the pillow then.
Yeah, I would say it's quite easy with both, because you both got 20s and plus, so yeah, you could probably find a hair or 2.
And I've got like a canteen to put it in at a push if I've got nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah, very easily doable. All of the equipment that you guys would have found would all be in and around the same level as your guys' equipment. So it's not going to be anything special or anything like that.
We got any rations to ransack from the kitchen?
It's fully stocked.
I think we should take some more.
Give me your rations.
I'm
not
the
wrong.
only one keeping us alive. at
We've
this
got
point.
enough
We have
rations at the minute.
No, we fucking don't, mate.
Fucking do me.
You're too quiet, Emily.
Too quiet.
Yeah, the mods are just like too quiet. But
Yeah.
that's pretty much what you find in this room.
I'm going to move further in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to move.
Follow.
So I wasn't really searching any of the crew members'
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And you would see that like the crew bunks have like pictures, and it's like human male with a Lashunta female, a dwarf, a frog person, and a Yusoki. You move to the bridge. Again, and there is again more blood, but it's more like splattered blood at this point. You move into what is essentially the bridge, and the first thing that's evident is two bodies. Yeah, it's up to you. Welcome to the bridge, Steve will say.
Thank you. I will probably just try and get to the front, and I will have a look at the bodies.
If you take a body, I'll take a body.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll look at the left one, just this one.
Cool.
That is a female Lashunta.
Okay.
You don't really need to make a check. She has a bullet hole through her head.
Oh.
Kaz, I think, would undoubtedly know what a bullet hole through the head is. And the exit wound is at the front.
Ooh.
Execution style.
But she's facing the middle of the shape.
No, I had to just place a mini in there.
Okay.
She's actually kind of just was probably slumped over what you actually see, like the front of the pilot's console is just splattered with brain matter, and then they've slumped and then fallen back. Something has then moved them, and then just left it there. Body on the right is a human male, dark skin, missing the top half of their head, brain gone. Their neck is lacerated. Give me a medicine check.
Yeah.
Can I
Mazda!
also do a medicine check to see if I've got it whole or something else that's...
Yeah, medicine check.
17.
Somebody tried to slash their throat from behind.
Is this stinking of mutiny?
8.
8.
I mean,
Seems
which
like a bullet hole.
direction did this bullet hole come from?
The
If
back
it's-
of the head.
yeah, 'cause if it's
and
an
it looks like they've
exit.
slumped
Oh,
over
yeah,
onto
yeah,
the
yeah,
pilot's
okay.
console. It looks like somebody's cut into the neck from behind.
So they were... These guys were taken unaware.
But what is clearly Captain Orion is missing the top half of his head, and the brain is gone.
So he has been chomped, but
He was dead. Or dying.
So we've got
I don't know if this is a mercy kill over here or something's feeling fishy.
There's,
I mean,
there's
you
more
won't-
than just swarm and...
we've got 3 crew members missing.
You won't need to kill someone if their brain's been removed, so I would go
So
not
just
mercy killing.
so we know, just to confirm, we've found a certain amount of bodies in the storage. Iron Fist's weapons were missing.
Yes.
But we know that Deristay and Cassie Cato are potentially elsewhere together.
You know Cassie is.
You know Cassie is. We
For
know,
sure.
And we know she's alive.
and we know Deristay is not on board, but also Iron Fist isn't.
Correct. The story thickens, as they say.
Indeed. I get out my monocle.
I will start trying to fix the sensors.
Yeah. Quite easy to do from the bridge because there is literally a science officer station, there is the pilot station, a captain station, there is an engineering station, but it can also be done from the engine rooms. And there would be I've got like the readout of the ship here, but there are enough space in here that the entire crew could be in this room to operate the ship.
Steve,
Yes.
do you have onboard cameras?
I have optical sensors, but they do not record. I can see you now. You are in the bridge, and I could see you in the crew quarters. But the galley and the engine rooms I cannot operate them. They are not functioning.
Do you have any recording sensors of what may have happened?
Definitely
No.
mutiny. Somebody turned them off.
Steve, remind us, when did you go down?
The last thing I remember was landing, and then I was not awake anymore. I was switched off. This had to have been done either via... No, it wouldn't be that. It would say, this has to have been done remotely. Otherwise, only Captain Orion can shut me down.
Stevie, baby, answer me this. Do you have personnel files on board?
We have data of the crew, yes.
May I see them, please? And thank you.
And yeah, it blips up.
I want to look specifically at Adric Iron Fist's file.
Okay, cool. They blip up again, very much like the HUD, the HUDs that you saw from the holodesk that Zan gave you. There are Starfinder files, and it is in Captain Orion's personal sort of like data banks. But Steve's like, well, he's dead, so I can just bring these up. Ranking Officer Adric Iron Fist, as the rest seem to be deceased, would need to give permission to go any deeper, but and it comes up and it's like, Captain Orion Ordana, Science Officer Bilip Agrop, Pilot Eli Mao, Engineer Chip, Gunner Adric Iron Fist, Starfinder. Oh no, it wouldn't have Starfinder Darius. They wouldn't have Cassie Cato, and you wouldn't have Lamp. But in Adric Iron Fists, you can bring it up. You can access the file. What is it you're looking for?
I'm looking for to get a general vibe of this guy, like kind of what's his, if there's anything about his background, what he was up to pre this mission, any kind of notable events to kind of get a gist.
So why can't we see that, but not the others?
Because it only has the crew of the ship. So because Darius Day, Cassie, and Lamp weren't crew members. They were put onto the crew for this mission. So Adric Iron Fist comes from a long line of mining dwarfs. The family name predates the Gap. During the Gap and shortly afterwards, obviously it was all chaos, nobody knew, but they managed to re-pick up part of the mining industries. They've got a huge name within the Diaspora belt, but many of them, because they're a huge clan, also went off to do different things. Some became pirates, some became starfinders, others became businessmen. But it is quite a known dwarven name. Adric Iron Fist has a long history. He's the oldest member of the crew. He would have been with the Starfinders for 30, 40 years minimum. This isn't his first crew, but he has been with this crew for as long as Captain Orion's been a Starfinder, which is less than Adric. He came to the crew as a friend of Captain Orion, and as the person who initiated Captain Orion into the Starfinders. Usually you would have to be initiated in, or you would have someone that vouches for you, and Adric was Orion's one when he first joined. And then as Orion kind of got his own ship and his own notoriety, Adric took a position of gunner, because that was his, didn't really want to lead things, but he liked being part of the action, and that seemed to be where his best fit was for a crew.
Okay.
A man of experience.
There isn't any chance Darius Day did this.
I mean, there's a chance that any of them did this.
Well, do you
Except
know
the ones
Darius
that
Day?
are dead.
I mean,
Yeah, what's your connection to this fella, eh?
for podcast listeners,
Emily's rolling her eyes.
Look, I'll even turn the camera off. It's all done.
So have you had the camera going this entire time?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Okay.
I think, unless I explicitly say so, Tina's always got the camera going.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think we have enough information to say who did what. Because I couldn't say no, he wouldn't, because if he found out that the captain and pilot were conspiring, then he might have done what was necessary.
Why would Gareth Day need to be worried if they were conspiring? What is there to conspire against?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. I'm not jumping to any conclusions. I'm open to anyone being the villain here, but somebody is.
It might even be that there are no villains.
I don't know. Yeah.
How far along am I on the census?
Yeah, you're making headway. If you want to give me an engineering and or a computers check,
Can I take 10 or 20?
you can absolutely take 10 or 20 on this one.
Yeah. How long does take 20 take? Does it literally take
20 minutes. Yeah. It means that you automatically succeed on rolling what is essentially a 20. And yeah,
17 miles per hour.
after a while,
In my head, I was like, take 20. Does that mean I roll a 20?
no,
on that?
you automatically roll essentially a pass on the skill check for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And and this time eventually Steve helps you and is like, yes, the sensors need relaying here, they've been turned off. And then eventually you patch it up in all systems up and running, and you find where the engine manifolds have been turned off, you find everything that's wrong that's been shut down. The optical sensors have been physically unplugged, and you have to re-plug them back in through the galley and the engine room.
I'll probably relay that and say someone knew this ship.
Yeah.
They knew where to look for these optical sensors.
Can I actively do something to get my health points back?
Yes, you can. You can take an 8-hour rest.
Oh, without using resolve points.
As for a short rest, I'm pretty sure it's only stamina points. I'll have to double check it. If not, things like healing potions or
That would be clever, wouldn't it?
yeah.
If someone were
The
clever enough
possibility
to
that-
purchase them.
Hey, somebody did. You just saved your ass
The
with them.
captain
Yes, by
and
somebody, I
Iron
mean
Fist
me,
had a
myself.
disagreement.
Yeah. There's also that container
See you guys,
that
I'm
we
going back
haven't
for a nap.
Yes.
See you in 8 hours.
But I mean,
Which container?
on the map. There was that
yes.
little,
So there is still
yeah.
like it's like half buried in like sand, and it's clearly some kind of drop away from a ship that has been used as part of this compound that's been built. And where sandstorms have like covered loads of things, but there is a clear door.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually think it might be a good idea for me to go back to the ship and read through the papers that I found in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys, this is a good place where, like, Steve says, like, we have the guns and we can close the doors and you can take a rest here if you want.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a rest.
Can I do a census thing and see how? Would it tell me how far away they are?
It wouldn't necessarily tell you how far away, but it'll give you a decent, roughly. I'm going to sort of gauge that because I want there to be some mystery in
Other
the
side of
search.
Yeah,
other side of the planet versus nearer side of the planet.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll at least give you life science directions and rough locations. But yeah, you can make a census check, which is a computers check. You can take a +2 from the computer with its aid.
Ooh.
Okay, cool.
Gee.
Steve.
Steve likes you.
Well, that helps. That is a 15 in total.
Yeah, simple enough. Definitely life science. The sensors on this ship aren't as long range as the drone. But you think that's because power has to go to other systems like 2 turrets and other things. But it's enough that it grabs like one of those like built up areas that you flew past that's like this weird set of structures and trees and things that look like that are just decayed buildings. And there are pockets of life forms.
Ooh.
Then towards the north, there's this trace of magic. The sensors pick it up, and life signs. There's a small pocket of life signs there as well. With the compass, that's the
It's
direction.
pointing that direction.
Yeah.
Because you know the sensors are shorter, and when I say that, that's still kilometers. But you would estimate it to be around half a day's travel by foot.
Okay.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Oh.
Finish
No,
what you're.
That's me. That was what I was doing. So.
I was going to ask if we take a rest here, but then we head out. Could I request of Steve to follow. I don't know, or like try and persuade him that this is I know one of these is his original crew, but they are all under suspicion. So if any of them return and try to take the ship back, can Steve quarantine them, let them on board, but then
Keep them in the cargo
keep
hold.
them in the cargo hold so that they cannot fly away with this ship, and that until we have the ability to question them and sort out what has happened, because this is against protocol.
I cannot stop Adric Ironfist, as he is now the ranking officer of the ship.
It might be against Dynatech protocol, but it's not a Dynatech ship.
No, I know, but I'm trying to
And
persuade
again, if you
Steve
say it aloud,
to...
Steve is like, and again, I unfortunately will just follow the orders of the crew. I am bound to the crew, and you are not crew. Derisday and Cassie and Lamp are not crew, so I would not, I can hold them, but if Adric Ironfist comes back, he is the ranking officer and I must obey him.
Could you
Right,
say...
bye, Steve.
Okay, Steve. If Adric Ironfist comes back, can you notify us? Can you notify us if any of them come back? Just like a friendly little message.
If Gunner Adric Ironfist comes back, I would have to ask him. For the others, yes.
Okay.
Would people feel more safe resting on the Joan, or those who need to get rest, while those of us who maybe don't can keep an eye?
I would prefer to go back to the gym.
I also would.
I also want to empty the cupboards.
The joint's gonna be full.
Well, it's not, because we've been fucking eating it. It's on that.
Well, it's mostly ingredients and a kitchen to cook in.
Ooh. What if I make us all a tasty meal now, and then we go to the Joan?
Can I have a salad?
I've never cooked a day in my life.
Be warned, there is a sandstorm incoming.
Oh no. Looks like we're here then.
Shall we stay on board here for the moment?
It won't be here for another hour or two, but
I think it might be prudent to stay
for
here.
how long?
Do you know roughly how long the sandstorm will last?
4 to 5 hours.
Maybe
Well,
we
if
should
we-
camp here.
If we have a rest, it'll be gone by the time we.
It's a slightly bigger ship as well, so less likely to blow over.
The Joan is close by, though. We'll point that out. You've got
Yeah.
120 feet.
I don't
No.
think we should split. But to not.
No.
be able
Go on,
to-
we'll stay on board here for the sandstorm. Have some food, have a rest.
Cool. If you guys want to take 8 hours here,
Yes.
you can click those long rest buttons. It should give you half of your hit points back.
Half? But half of what's missing?
Yeah. Half of your total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just click,
So if you got 10,
click the little bed icon.
and over the next 8 hours, you can look around the ship and you'd see these little photos of the crew, and they're a crew. There are little knickknacks on consoles. There are little fuck yous on mirrors and stuff like that. Just stuff that makes, especially for the Starfinders, you would know that it's that camaraderie, that adventuring brotherhood that makes a crew. Something that you guys, as the crew of the Joan, have only just really started to fall into because you spent now 2 weeks together. It's weird sleeping in what you would know is to be a dead man's bed, but they are dead. I mean, where would you guys?
I want to be absorbing in. I might as well just take Derisday's bunk.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking at all the.
The paperwork is of a very similar route to what you had been doing yourself, and obviously you had liaised with Derisday, and you had both been working towards the same goal, but then you diverged, and you both had an idea of where to find things. And your book that you found matches another one that he's got, but from a different place, and it talks of Dakchi and it talks of Avil. but because it's pre-gap, most of it is like broken or blurred or really hard to just even focus on, but every now and again you get these words, and they're like shadows that come up. You see a drawing that matches the colour of the sand out here that Derrisday has drawn of pillars with runes of some kind, leading down a long set of gentle stairs to a large opening, where beyond it is just shaded dark. There's a little circle drawn in the top corner of the page that you would recognise as a doodle of a guardian orb. And it just says, find Temple Avel at the bottom of the page.
Ooh.
Mmm.
Where would everybody else be sleeping?
First off, I think I'd like to help TJ in the kitchen.
Oh, we doing some fucking ready, steady, cook?
Yeah, we are!
Okay.
Get the camera out.
Yeah.
Facing.
Right. Okay. Now,
into-
are you in frame?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Kaz! Borag! Skelkun!
Have we rested
What?
yet?
No.
I'm not going to be responding if this is during.
It is drawing,
It
but
is
I'm letting you take the
drawing.
rest, so it's fine.
What?
What do you like to eat?
Yes, but I'm not joining in on whatever the hell.
No,
this
just let us know. What do you eat?
is.
Here, this? This?
Meat and
Is it
vegetables.
This?
Something. Surprise me.
Excellent.
Oh, that's amazing. Borag!
Vorag just looks at you,
I feel like if we
opens
said
like
something
one of the
else,
cupboards,
it
which is
would
like a refrigerator cupboard, pulls out a slab of meat, and just bites it, and then just walks out the back. He spends all of his time in the cargo bay, and will just every now and again open the ramp and just looks out, and he's antsy, really antsy.
Skelly baby, what do you eat?
Have you ever heard of Hawkersnap?
No.
Neither have I. I'm not really hungry.
Literally guts glass of wine. I like to think actual Skelly
I mean,
glass of wine.
the thing is, there would be things like bourbon and like blue wines and stuff. There would be alcohol on the ship,
Okay, so
That's what I'm doing.
I make a really great salad.
especially actually in a
I've
dwarven
heard a
person's
lot
bed.
about your salad.
There is like whiskey and
So my salads are so good.
Well, this is the thing. So the food that I get is often, salad based. So I'd be very excited to try it.
Oh my goodness! Do you think everyone would like salads?
I think they've said surprise them.
They
A salad.
Vorag's got himself covered. All right, everyone. So
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So for the first time, we are very excited to have Kalex, our wonderful Decimar friend at Dynatech Industries, show one of their cultural dishes.
all right then. So here we have some slightly gone off Casian cabbage. You don't want the brown ones. You want to try and go for the bright blue leaves. They're the best leaves.
What happens if you go with the brown ones?
Do you want to try one? It doesn't taste very good.
Bitter.
All right, do you want to try one of the blue ones?
Go on, yes.
And it's like very kaly in its kind of taste. It's sort of a little bitter, but it's got a good meaty leaf to
You said the
it.
leaf just like, that is delicious.
Well, now we're going to cut this up really finely. So you have to be really careful not getting your fingers. So
Have you ever seen my drunk kitchen?
I think I'm gonna get out my survival knife. I've got a knife.
no.
so
Why don't we say?
like 4 hours
Do the
later.
whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not making.
every second.
Why don't you make a survival check? Because there is no real culinary check here.
So you need to then saute
Leaf.
these.
Salad isn't really.
No. You need to make sure you saute these because they have a really bitter taste to them. And then after that, sprinkle with a nice bit. Look at these calcium flowers. They're just, I mean, it comes from the same place as the cabbage. They've got this really lovely sort of, if you turn off actually the lights, they're very, look at that, they glow. Look, you see these beautiful patterns, okay? That's how you know
That's
these
just
are
not running well on
real
the camera.
fresh.
Plug it in.
Batteries on a low.
What were your survival checks to see if we're poisoning anybody?
17.
That was Skelton being.
Oh, go away. There we go.
Because I would like to get to a bit before we end.
No.
No.
The rest is our cooking show. So that's a 12.
Cool. You don't poison anybody, which is a great start. And
Well, we're working with like
TJ,
months
surprisingly
old
good in the kitchen.
Look
It's all
at
about
that.
morale boosting.
Look, Dynatech's finest right here. Culinary chef, you will be.
Your
Stop it.
8 hours, however, pass, and you wait. Steve will wake you up. Vorag also kind of like takes most of the watch all night,
Everyone's getting a salad bowl given to them.
Yeah.
and
We're going to watch you eat it. What do you
is
think?
everybody rested enough? Would Vorag would say.
Salad?
I said surprisingly, I'm going to at least have a little
Is it a
bite.
wet salad or a dry one?
Well, it's
fair. It's, you know.
mostly dry, but you know, there's a lot of
There's a
different
vinaigrette.
variation.
I'll probably just scoop it with my hand.
Maintaining eye contact.
The entire time.
It's edible.
It's better than the muffins.
Yeah.
It's
You'll probably get an eyebrow raise.
But start of a new day.
for the fucking culinary cuisine.
What would you like to do?
Immediately head out in the
I
direction
think
of the
heading in the
compass.
direction of where we know
Yeah.
Casey is. Cassie.
Vorag looks towards the door that's here in this compound and just starts going towards it. He's like, I have to know. And
I mean, I was also thinking that same. I'm going to run after
if they've
him.
waited 8 hours, they can wait another 20 minutes.
I-
Could have done that while we were resting.
Let's
You
just
wanna
stick our heads in.
Need to know what?
Okay.
This base, this area was my grandfather's last stand. This is where our honour came from. Why am I here? Why are we here? Why are you looking for something that's a myth in a place of stories that have been passed down to me?
What is it you're hoping to find? Or see?
And he sort of give me a sense motive.
40.
He's not trying to hide it, but there is definitely like an uneasiness to him.
He's not hiding it well at all.
He's not. It's not even trying to hide anything. He's just.
Being.
Yeah, and he's like, something doesn't feel right.
Like the stories aren't true or something like that?
Maybe. And he like flicks his claws, and you just see this like black smoke rising off them, which you've seen in the drift.
Okay, yeah.
But he's and it's just something, the connection there that he doesn't say. It must have happened here. And
Are you expecting trouble?
answers.
Okay.
Or immediately turns around and starts marching towards that blasted door.
Yeah. And you
Alright then.
get to this metal door that is, it looks like it's part of a starship corridor, but it's not on a starship, and it's like a bulkhead set of doors, but they are almost fused together and melted. But there is like a circle in the center where there is a different material, and Vorag just starts trying to prise the doors open.
Thank God it wasn't TJ, should it?
And you can hear it creaking, but it's not going anywhere.
Is it like an indent where this material is, or
A little bit. It seems
Go on, computer man.
this indent looks organic.
Yes, this dentless computery.
Big long door.
But I mean, as well, it wouldn't be uncharacteristic to know that, like, having seen, especially you inside the other ship that you went in and couldn't find anything, acid melted metal.
Mwah.
And
Beautiful.
just for the sake of it, it's going to be a low DC. Give me a life science check.
Cool.
Anybody can actually do it. It's because you've all seen something.
Only one of
All of you can.
14.
12.
12.
3.
probably shit. It could be very good or very bad.
The central... What was it?
8.
8. Anybody over 10, that central indentation, there is like a blue chitinous exoskeleton around the outside. Then the inside is almost bone-like, and you think back to that fight against the bug missing an arm. This could be its
Got
other
caught
arm,
in the door, and then it got snapped off.
and then it's clearly tried to shoot through the door with its acid cannon.
Ooh.
It's the big spider bug thing still at the back of the.
The slumped over body of the brain collector, yes.
I'm surprised
That-
I haven't scooped out its eye yet. to
Well,
be
I mean, that had acid. Why don't we use that acid on the door?
Did not have acid.
Oh.
Venom.
honest. Acid came from elsewhere.
Can we find acid? Like, prise open a battery or
Well,
something?
that brain that you
But
have.
Vorak is just trying to prise the door open. I mean, you could make an engineering check, you could try and blow it down, you could...
There isn't any like computer
Do you want
thing
to blow
on
it
this.
up
It's
or
just
knock it down?
There would be, but
because it's not on a ship or anything. It's kind of
no, it's because it's, you know for well, like being, you know, I know that you've got a decent level in engineering. You could try and open the doors with a button, but because it's been like melted with acid, it's not going to budge. You have to either break it or cut it open or bust your way in.
Can I try and help Vorak, knowing that he's... Well, I can see him doing that, and I can't think of anything else immediately
Yeah.
to do.
Where is the door in relation to the ship?
So the ship would have been like here, the door would have been about 60 foot over this
Can I
way.
walk back into the ship? Can I walk back into the gun turret?
Yeah?
fucking.
Blast it!
Okay, guys, can I try something?
Everybody clear?
Do I know what kind of devastation this weapon can do?
But if it's got a 30-kilometre fucking...
It's...
range-
You know it's heavy firepower for, like, if you were to shoot one of you guys, it would eviscerate
Yeah.
you. But, like, shooting it into buildings and stuff like that, it's a good shout.
It's not going to cause like a almighty destruction.
No.
Okay.
No,
Alright.
think of it like, yeah, I guess, like, if we were looking at Star Wars, it'd be like an ATST, kind of like
Okay.
shooting into, like, a door or,
Okay.
you know.
Alright.
But if the door's protecting anything in there, we are
Well,
ruining the door.
I think it's protecting something, just not hopefully something dangerous.
No, I don't mean dangerous, I mean valuable.
Blast it!
I walk away.
Yep.
And get out of the range
Yeah.
zone of.
Definitely shouldn't be the individual
Fire.
doing this,
Come
but
on,
I'm
boy.
not.
Make an attack
Yeah,
roll,
we-
adding your dex modifier.
We're
Oh
probably
yeah, that
having
thing
to
I definitely have.
drag Vorak because he won't want to move. Will
No, you get in the turret and he's like, do it.
16.
Oh.
AC of the door is 15.
That's a high
Take that door off.
It's a bulkhead door from a ship. It is metal and it's laden with acid.
First thing you fired.
That's the first thing I've ever fired.
It's a big fucking laser.
The ship's guns, I mean, ship to ship it's 2d4. However, I mean, it would be a lot more than that for ground combat because it's obviously scaled differently for different games, essentially. And like the dust kind of like pours inside it a bit, and like as it settles, you can see that like it's been blown away. Over the comms, Vorag's like, "Thank you," and then begins to make his way inside. Do you guys follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does the disadvantage for range happen with turrets on a ship?
But something like that, it wouldn't really, because it's just like hitting a barn door. You just like fucking target something with a ship, and you're like, it's only because when you're fighting like against other moving ships that it becomes kind of harder. So I'm very happy for that to be, you know, nailing it. You get to the entrance, and you no longer need to prise the doors, but you've blown them apart, and what's left is this like, obviously like bent round metal with a corridor that leads both to left and right. But what's really relevant here is as you look to the left, the corridor is caved in and you see rock and sand. As you look right, you can see all of the bodies of older Vesk and swarm creatures. And on top of them is a blood trail.
Oh.
So there are like old ancient bodies, 25 years old bodies, not ancient, that have been like, you know, withered away, sort of, and that's where we're going to leave today's session.
A mystery.
Thank you so much to everybody on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and to our podcast listeners. This was our last session of 2020. I need to say 2018.
Definitely not.
It's moved in time.
2023, and we'll be back hopefully just into the new year. I hope you all have a fantastic holidays and Christmas and whatever you celebrate, whatever you do this time of year. I think I'm about streaming every now and again over the holidays, not too sure. But for Starfinder, we'll be back in the new year to see what's in this.
Oh God, that's so long to wait.
I mean, I'm happy to stream on Christmas Day. I don't know about you guys, but
Merry
I
Christmas.
think my kids will be like, no. Guys, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, podcast, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be back with episode 6 in the new year.
Woo!
There is merch on the merch store. There is,
Guns in the gun store.
and there's pie in
And
the
there's
pie
salad
store.
in the kitchen.
Thank you so much, guys. Have yourselves a fantastic Christmas and New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.